And welcome back to Grant's Gaming Corner, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Pokemon Fire Red playthrough. We're going to be going after Zapdos, as you see, in just a few moments. But I want to chat with you guys for just a moment before we get started. Welcome in now. How you doing, Zeno? What's up? Not too much is up with me. Just chilling tonight. Welcome in, Diddley. Appreciate you coming to hang out. Hello, hello, hello. Just to give you guys a heads up, well, we'll go to full screen for a moment. To give you guys a heads up, Hannah and I are off from the 9 to 5 this week. Well, I'm off from the 9 to 5. She's on summer break. So we've been hanging out today. We've had a great day. It was nice to relax and just unwind and hang out. So having said that, we did have some time to talk and discuss a few things. Speaking of which, we are working on figuring out when we're going to do our Pokemon tournament. We see you guys are down for it. We appreciate you guys giving us the feedback. Hannah and I are going to work out the time frame. We're going to do a full tournament with you guys. We're going to play back and forth ourselves, and then you guys can join us in the tournament. Probably 2 hours, typical stream. We don't know yet if it's going to be a extra stream or if it's a typical night stream and just replace one of our games. We're discussing all that. We haven't hashed out those details yet. We are talking about saving it till after NAIC, which is this coming weekend, which we are going to. So we will be there this weekend. You guys will probably see all kinds of photos up on the Discord. Maybe I'll throw some in the posts. So keep an eye out for all that. On top of the fact that Hannah is going to try to do, tentatively, a vlog style for the weekend of what we do at NAIC. So you guys may get some kind of vlog video. Keep your eyes on the channel. Maybe not. I don't know. I leave that up to her. She is the editor-in-chief on that. I leave that to her. Having said all that, now we did talk today, and I just put it up a few minutes ago. We are going to live stream the Nintendo Direct in the morning. We're going to be about 15 minutes before the Direct starts, so we can sit down and do a little talking. Hannah has already started working on her bingo board. I'm going to work on mine, and we'll get mine together probably in the morning because I'm a bit lazy. And then we'll watch the Direct with you guys, have a good time. It probably won't be anything too crazy, maybe a little more than an hour. Yeah, you can push it too. That's fine. Hannah has joined us. She's going to hang out. Give me just a minute, and I will adjust the camera, and she's going to sit and hang out. But give me just a second. Let me finish chatting. So you guys who want to watch us do a reaction to a Direct, you guys have been asking for these kind of things. We're going to attempt it tomorrow. We have time. Again, off from the 9 to 5, summer break. It's going to give us a chance to actually sit here and chill and enjoy the Direct with you guys. Like I said, we'll be here a few minutes early. We'll watch the whole Direct. Probably discuss a little bit at the end and then call it a day. Yes, tomorrow night's stream is still a go. Regular stream time like normal tomorrow night. So don't worry, you're not losing tomorrow night's stream just because we're doing a Direct in the morning. But we will be coming and doing the Direct with you guys in the morning. So for those of you guys want to see it, come hang out. All right, let Hannah have a seat. Go ahead. You guys will hear her in the background. She is not going to be on camera tonight. She wants to just hang out and play and talk. You good? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Hi,
you're
Kat. Hi, Niall. Hi, Diddley. I'm here.
Yeah, you guys get to visit with Hannah, talk with her. She can see my chat. She isn't just not going to be on camera tonight. So
yeah.
Bear in mind, she's here to visit, just not on camera tonight. She'll be on camera tomorrow.
Yeah, today was my day to be in comfy clothes, so.
Technically, I'm half comfy, if you're going to put it like that, because
comfy
I'm not fully dressed. I am in my pajamas. Halfway. Anyways, I did put on a uniform for you guys for tonight. So, all right, let's get to it. You got a hi, Hannah.
Huh?
You got a hi, Hannah from Diddley.
Hi, Diddley. Do we want to talk about the Direct now?
No.
Okay.
I'll save it for tomorrow.
I'm realizing.
I just said that we're going to do it and we're going to do bingo, but
okay.
Be here for that. But I don't want to.
Yes.
No, we'll talk about it tomorrow morning. We got 15 minutes before the Direct to work on my bingo board.
I don't think I'm going to have a whole bingo board, honestly. I don't think there's that, like. I think there's gonna be a lot that happens, but unless we're nitpicking like little things like Miyamoto makes an appearance or like somebody snaps like the Switch, like I don't think we're gonna get 25.
Oh, like they always snap the
exactly.
Switch, but
that's what I'm saying. Unless
the Miyamoto one, I might put on my board if I need a filler.
So I don't think I can go with 25 things. I think I have thoughts. I don't think I have 25 thoughts. But I'm
gonna. Well, there's 24. Do it free space in the center.
I did.
Nintendo Direct happens. Free space.
First Nintendo Direct in almost a full calendar year.
Almost, yeah, 9 months. It's been a while. It really has.
The Nintendo Direct baby is arriving.
Anyways, so we will work on my board in the morning. I'm not going to discuss my board tonight with you guys. Hannah and I have talked a little bit about it, and I think she's going to work on hers. Yes, I did tell him about and reminded him about NAIC, and I told him that you're possibly going to do a vlog style, maybe not. That you're editor-in-chief on that side, so I'm not gonna press anything, but it's up to you.
We're gonna see. I think we're gonna see just how this seems to be the biggest NAIC that we've seen in New Orleans, because in previous years, this was not what we did, but you could still get passes the day that the event was happening. And all passes.
Hold on. We did get our tickets early, and we actually got our Pokemon Center time frame, whatever you want to call it, scheduled this year.
So
sorry, go ahead.
With that, I don't know. I don't think they're limiting the amount of people in the event, because there never seemed to be like there were some high traffic areas in this convention center, but it wasn't like I felt like there were too many people there. So I would lean to believe that they might have even increased capacity, and yet they're all sold out already, and we're still a couple days out.
I'm not going to say it's over capacity, but we do see the stage area kind of get a little crowded from time to time, because people want to watch the matches whenever they happen.
He's talking about the seating in front of the stage.
Yeah, okay,
but that's normal. I mean, yeah, those are like, you can only put so many chairs right there. But as far as like, when you're walking through the tables where people are, like there's an aisle.
There's plenty of room.
That gets, and traffic flows well, but it is crowded.
Yeah.
So for them to already be sold out now, because like I just checked just a couple minutes ago, like we had a friend who sat with us last year who literally registered, like who came in Saturday, registered Friday night, realized there were tickets, and like, oh, I want to go, and like showed up. And
you can't do that this year.
Yeah.
Tickets are
now I wouldn't. Yeah. They're completely sold out, so I'm kind of surprised. I don't know if that's a security thing or what, but yeah. So I do think this is going to be a pretty the largest NAIC we've been to.
I feel like it's grown from the first year we went to the second year we went,
yes.
So I imagine that this third year is going to be bigger as well.
Well, I think too, people had more time to plan to get to New Orleans. That first year, it's a different city. Now, New Orleans is a really cool place to host NAIC,
yes,
because it does have an international airport, so it's not hard. Like, it's relatively easy for people from all over the world to get there, because they can come from any other country.
And once you're in the city, there's a lot of public transportation.
Yes.
Easy to get a taxi, Uber, Lyft, whatever.
They even have a trolley system.
Yeah, so it's
famous for that.
It's super easy to get around. You don't have to rent a car once you get there, and you have everything inside the city you need. Plenty of places to eat, plenty of places to sleep, plenty of things to see, too.
And New Orleans has a very diverse culture. It has its own culture per se, but also like there's a diverse culture of the people that all comes from it. So
yes,
it's a really cool place to host NAIC, but I think just people had to adjust to getting to New Orleans, and so now we're seeing the full force of that, I think. Just
as a side note, Hannah and I have been to New Orleans together and separately multiple times in our lives.
Yes.
Beyond just NAIC. We have both spent a fair amount of time in the city.
Yeah, it's somewhere that's somewhat accessible to us.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the most accessible city to us, but
definitely not.
It is accessible.
It's not something we just go to on the weekend, but we can go there like once, maybe twice a year. Yes. And be okay, and not be a hard situation for us to get to, but it's also not easy for us to get there either, so don't take it like we live in the city. No, we don't live there.
Or near the city.
No, or near it. No, please. No, I do not want to be near that city on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I like visiting it, but I don't want to live there.
Yeah, it gets a little happening after dark.
But our point being is it's become very accessible for a lot of players and a lot of spectators and all to get there and to enjoy it, and to not just be, well, this is the only thing I'm doing this weekend. No, there's like even us, we are talking about several different places we want to eat while we're there in the city. So there's a couple of places we're going to go mapped out that we're going to go eat while we're there.
There's one I want to say, but I'm not going to say it just for our own privacy. But what?
I hit run away instead of I hit no instead of yes. All right.
I'm very excited because we're getting Gravy.
Start that over again.
We're getting Gravy a friend at the Pokemon Center.
Yes, there are some new plushes that we're looking for.
I'm getting a very controversial Pokemon. Who is quite a hot take among competitive Pokemon players, who is not currently in Champions.
That's yeah, he's not. That's right. He's not. He's not.
Very cute. Exceedingly dangerous.
Oh well, real quick side note. Speaking of which, if any of you guys are gonna be,
Wait, why are you pointing?
Oh, I didn't mean to. I hit the wrong button.
They did leave
I straight up hit the wrong button. I meant to hit yes and go to my next Pokemon. I screwed up. Side note, if any of you guys are going to be at NAIC or know anybody who wants to come meet us at NAIC, please, by all means, look for us. There's a real possibility I'll have my uniform on both days that we're going to be there. What?
Just you being you.
So look out for my baseball tee. If you guys see me from the front and back, by all means, come stop me. I have no problem with visiting with you guys.
Reach out on the Discord too. That's a really good way. Service is not the best in there, but we can receive messages on Discord.
Yes, and if you can't find us and you're going to be there and you guys want to say hi and catch up with us, reach out, talk to us through the Discord, because I will check my phone from time to time.
Yes.
And we'll arrange a little place to meet up and say hi. How you doing? Meet you guys, shake hands if you guys want.
At the convention center.
At the convention center, yes.
Yes, nowhere else.
Not unless you just happen to run into us wherever we decide to eat, then you're welcome to come say hi. But we're not making meetups at other places. It's going to be at the convention center. We'll work out something with you guys to meet in the hallway somewhere, or by a particular, I don't want to say a sign, but
they have different
artwork that they have.
They have several different
they have locations to meet up at. It's easy to find.
Yeah.
If you've ever been, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Are we taking Gravy again this year? Taking Gravy back to his people?
Is Gravy? I mean, if he goes with you. Because I'm saving my room for new plushies.
We do have, so we need to measure your backpack actually, because it's different this year. The past 2 years, Grant has brought his backpack. The first year, Grant brought his backpack into the Pokemon Center. Last year, we did not get to go to the Pokemon Center because reservations filled up quickly. And you had to really, it wasn't even that, because I was trying to keep track of it and somehow I missed the announcement of the tickets going on sale and everything.
I was supposed to be keeping a closer track than her last year. And
I think they did it a little differently last year too than they had the year before. So
this year I did like the way.
This year was rough.
We got it. We got the Zapdos. It took us a little bit. Yeah, this year they did give us a notice. They actually gave us an email saying it was coming up for. Yeah, so that was nice.
This year they said that no backpacks are allowed in the Pokemon Center, which is a fair statement. It's a fair thing, but it does pose a little bit of a. Grant's gonna have to change up his packing. I'm gonna have to change up what I guess I don't know what bag I'm gonna bring.
I'll probably just take it out and then probably go get it, because my thought is
we need to measure it, make sure it can even be in the convention center is what I'm thinking.
Well, I didn't see anywhere it didn't say no backpacks.
But I think they changed the size bag. That's what I think we need to measure, make sure it falls in that size range.
It's a standard backpack, so I mean, if they don't measure in standard backpack, that's kind of weird.
But we could balance it out, because I could carry a larger bag if you have to carry a smaller one.
Oh, that's fair.
So, but we'll have to adjust. But
we can go back from Giovanni's. Okay, cool.
They're also dropping a Pokemon Pets collection. I don't know if they'll have it at NAIC or not, but we're gonna get Ollie some Pokemon gear if we can. By some Pokemon gear, probably one thing, nothing major.
No, but maybe a chew toy, maybe a shirt. We don't know yet. Depends on what they have.
He looked cute, the little button-down shirt. That'd be cute.
Now we have already decided. I think we both want a T-shirt at least and a couple of plushies.
I'm getting a Smeargle. I think that might be all I get. Is a Smeargle.
You're not gonna get a T-shirt this year?
I might do a pin. I haven't decided.
I'm definitely gonna try and grab the pin.
I'm not gonna buy a shirt unless I really like this shirt. Now a jacket, I maybe could be persuaded. I will say, my students, at my school, Pokemon is a big deal on the last day of school.
Yes.
I maybe had to text Grant because I had a student questioning me very deeply about did Mr. Gaming Corner have how many legendaries did he have? How many mythicals did he have?
Yeah, we had a little discussion about it.
Because Mrs. Gaming Corner's Pokemon Go stats were not impressive to the student, so.
I play plenty of Pokemon Go. I play Pokemon all around. You
I
guys
played
know
when it
me.
first launched, but I just fell off of it. But it was really funny. We got to talk about Pokemon, and so I was telling them about like, yeah, they have this tournament in New Orleans, and it's like you can watch it on YouTube. I mean, it was a while at my school that the Pokemon cards were like the black market. They
Black
really
market
were.
currency.
They were.
No, I
They
believe it.
were. I had a kid who kept seeing me, like, kept stopping by my classroom after school to show me his Pokemon card collection, but they were all like knockoff cards.
Well,
Bless it, baby. You tried.
feel for that kid.
I know. He just wanted to be cool.
Well, at least he had a good time. So.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, her kids are always asking about stuff that we're doing.
Yeah, they really, Pokemon's a big deal.
We've done everything except for telling them about the channel because we don't want to
No, but
cross.
there is a coworker,
Promote.
I won't name specific, but there is a coworker at my school who does know about your channel and has hung out here a couple times.
Nice. Oh, I think you told me about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone for now.
So-
but yes,
If you're
you know who you are. Thank you. Appreciate
Yes.
you coming and hanging out. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, we're ready. We're excited. We both are ready to go see the Pokemon tournament.
yeah. We're hoping they'll keep it in New Orleans for a couple more years, but we'll see.
I hope so.
Actually, let me go.
I really hope so.
Let me go do my research and
You're gonna do your R&D.
yes. GGC R&D Team 1.
Ah, nice. Hannah has multiple hats that she wears for this channel. Nice.
Between all the things I'm involved with, I have multiple hats though.
That's fair. She really does.
The official host, city, dates, and venue for 2027 have not been announced.
So that means that they're just not letting it out. So that means they may announce it at the end of NAIC, where it's going to be at next year. I guess we'll see. We'll find out. Hopefully it's back in New Orleans. I think New Orleans has probably been one of the best places to have it for the ability for people to travel, for the diversity, for the overall just accessibility to the city. It's been a really good city to have it in, I think. Sorry for those all who come from the north and don't understand our heat down here, but beyond that, I mean, it's been super accessible.
So it looks like 2017 to 2019 was Columbus, Ohio. And then obviously 2020 they didn't do anything. Or 21, they didn't do it.
No, that's probably because of the
22.
COVID stuff.
22 was Columbus. 23 might have been Columbus. I don't know. No, 20. It's saying 2024 was. That's alright. So 22 and 23 were probably Columbus. 24, 25, 26 have been Columbus. So they might host it in their own for a little while longer because they held it
Maybe.
in Columbus before.
Maybe.
I know Indianapolis.
But it really has, I think, done good here. I really think in New Orleans it has really just thrived as an event, personally. I mean, I may be wrong. Of course, some of that will probably have to do with the fact that the city has worked with them quite a bit. Which has worked with the Pokemon Company quite a bit to put this on. Oh, magnitude 10. Of course, Satoshi. Satoshi's not going to handle this one very well. Sorry, we got a Charizard that can handle it. Yeah. So like I was saying, we are both excited. We're both ready, and I'm not trying to rush the week because I want to enjoy this week, but I am definitely looking forward to this weekend. What? Anything good? Nice.
The thing you can't bring to AC.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
I was gonna see, because y'all know I like to I knit. I like to make socks. So my goal was to get these little tiny knitting needles that should not cause a problem at NAIC. But then we looked at the policy today. It's like anything sharp that could be mistaken as a weapon. I'm like, well, these are kind of sharp.
That's also where we learned about the backpack too.
Yeah, that's what we looked at the back.
I guess it's a good way we did learn about it because I just sure got in line with my backpack on and not thought twice about it.
Well, and then yeah, and if we missed our reservation, that would have been.
I'd have been not happy because we fought hard to get those reservations.
Yeah.
That was a fun.
That was rough because I tried to book 3 times and it didn't give me a confirmation. It just said I'd already booked, and so I didn't know. Like I had to reach out to the Pokemon company to figure out what was going on. but apparently so many people, like this is also what indicated to me that this was the largest NAIC in a while. So many people
I did use
were on the
Charizard.
website at this time that the Pokemon Center registration launched that it like broke the website.
So you use Charizard from the lead? Probably. But I'm also trying to give, you know, Satoshi some experience as well. I mean, Satoshi has been my fallback ace. My ace in the hole kind of thing. Charlie's my ace, and then, you know, Satoshi's been the ace in the hole. I guess I need to revive him real quick, don't I? I may put Charlie in the lead. I mean, you guys hear it? I don't hear it through the
Did you
headset.
tell them what they're hearing?
No, but if they can hear it and they can figure it out, then it's too loud.
Okay.
If they can't hear it,
If
then
you
no,
hear
it's
noise,
fine.
let us know. I booted up.
No, their computer's fine. It's not that loud. You know, it's not a bad idea, Dilly, because this is going to be one of those gyms that's gonna be, everything's gonna be rock. So let's go ahead and start with let's lead with Charlie. Yeah, we're gonna see about earning our badge tonight now that we've gotten our Zapdos. I could not think of that Pokemon name there for a moment. Now that we've got our Zapdos, we're gonna see if we can get our Earth badge real quick. Not Earth, yeah, it's Earth badge, isn't it? What's Giovanni's badge? Earth badge? I forgot. We're gonna get our 8th gym badge, so maybe we can head towards the league. So we need to head out. We need to head towards the league before too long. If there's anything that you guys would like us to try to, as long as we can get away with it, you know, I'm not getting anything crazy or anything that the Pokemon Company says we can't have. A photo of anything. It is the Earth badge. Thanks, Diddley. Appreciate it.
Yeah, there's
Throw it in the Discord. I mean, we try to take pictures of everything that we think is going to be interesting, but if you guys think of something that you guys know that's going to be happening at the NAIC that's interesting that we didn't think of, just throw it in the Discord. Let me know. I'll do my best. Like I said, if the Pokemon Company says I'm not allowed to take pictures of it, I'm just not. I'm not gonna, you know, push my luck.
But they're pretty chill.
They are. They really are pretty good about it and let us just kind of take pictures of everything because they've got a lot of stuff set up that's really, really neat. A lot of history, a lot of they have the trophies out front usually in a casing to where you can take a picture of it. It's cool. There's a lot of stuff. So if there's anything that you guys are interested in, again, within reason, use some common sense for me. Let me know in the Discord, and we'll try to get a picture of it for you guys to be posted up to show you guys. And especially if you're asking in the Discord, I'll try to post it in the Discord right where you guys asked at, so you guys can pick it up from where you asked at from. So, like I said, if there's anything particular, just let us know. We'll try. We'll do our best. I'm trying to think. We usually do post most pictures we get, don't we?
Not always. It's just
I mean, there's a few like that's us photos, but as far as like the unique stuff, like last year, we took those pictures with those big cutout Pokemon cards. Did we post those?
I mean, it's been a whole year.
I don't remember either. Last year they had these like life-size Pokemon cards that you could walk up and take a picture with. It was really cool. So.
We may need to post the pictures to go check on the puppy who is
Tell me when.
when.
Done. Done. Hannah, bye for a minute. I'm gonna put me back. Let me know. Are you coming back? Okay, well let me know whenever you're ready to skip past because I'm gonna put me back for now. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that or have something that you guys want to see, we'll try to post all the unique stuff, the fun stuff, the stuff that we take pictures of. The first year, I took pictures of the history wall, which was really cool. I think I posted it up on the channel too. It was just what game came out what year. It was a really neat timeline. I enjoyed it. Maybe some people say maybe it's not. Anyways, so who's ready for tomorrow's direct? Who's gonna play bingo with us? You guys gonna play bingo? Yeah, I think I'm gonna write my board in the morning. I think 15 minutes should give me plenty of time to write my board. Hannah and I did talk, and I've got the hiccups. Hang on just a second. I got some water real quick. Excuse me. So Hannah and I did talk a little bit, and I think she's got some ideas that we discussed on her board. I have some ideas that we've discussed that's going to go on mine that I've been thinking about. And I may do some filler stuff, like, will Mr. Miyamoto be on stream? Will he not? You know, things like that. But I do have some actual direct specific ideas that I'm going to put on my board too. So yeah, I think I'm going to be ready for more. Lamb, what's up? Lamb. Hannah just literally walked out of the room. I'm not even joking. She'll be back in a minute. She's got her computer up. She's going to be hanging out in the background. She's not going to be on camera tonight, but she will be on camera tomorrow morning for the Pokemon Direct. Nintendo Direct. She's going to be on the Nintendo Direct with me in the morning. I don't know if she's going to be on tomorrow night or not, but hang tight for a few minutes, Lamb. She should be back in just a few minutes. She went to check on Ollie and refresh her water, her drink, tea, or whatever it is she's drinking. So yeah, she'll be back in a few minutes. I hope not, because y'all seem like y'all have a good time more than you know, just hanging out with me. It seems like y'all hang out just because I'm here. Y'all hang out because y'all enjoy, you know, hanging out. No, I'm messing with you, Lamb. Nah, she'll be back in a minute. Give her just a minute. You just have that timing, I think. Y'all, you and her cross some timing here. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, we're doing I don't know if you've seen it on the channel. It's up already, but we're gonna do a Nintendo Presents or Nintendo Direct live stream watch tomorrow morning, and Hannah wants to be on it. So she's actually working on her bingo board tonight. We're gonna be about 15 minutes before the Direct in the morning, so we're gonna work on mine in the morning. We do have some cross ideas, some things that we've already talked about between us. So I'm gonna work on my my bingo board in the morning with you guys, and with Hannah, of course, she'll be here, but she may be in and out for that first few minutes, getting Ollie settled and just kind of joining us and things like that. But when the Direct starts, she said she's gonna sit down, she's gonna enjoy the Direct with us. So yeah, we're excited about the Direct in the morning. I was gonna say, I thought he was just gonna walk right at me, but he didn't. Oh, we caught our Zapdos within the first like 10 minutes of the stream tonight. So you'll have to go back and see that if you want to see the Zapdos catch. It was just honestly me throwing ultra balls at it, but it finally caught. So we do have our Zapdos for tonight. We are trying to get our Earth badge, our 8th gym badge, so that way we can start working our way up Victory Road tonight. At least that's the plan. We'll see how this plan goes. I have been known to be sidetracked. You guys know this. So, we'll see. And Hannah and I are enjoying some time off. She is on summer break. I am just a week off. Just took some time off. So, we're enjoying some time. Won't be able to attend the stream. When I have time in the afternoon tomorrow, I'll definitely watch the VOD and hear your early screams when you make announcements, when they make announcements. That is fair, because you already know I'm going to do it. I'm going to squill a time or two, especially if it's something worth it that I want to see. But yeah, you'll have to watch it on VOD. We are still continuing to host tomorrow night's stream. Still going to be playing Pokopia tomorrow night. So tomorrow morning's Direct does not change tomorrow night's stream. So we'll have a regular night stream. This week I do have Thursday off though. In a way, I'm thankful for that, because it means that I can actually get ready for the weekend, because Friday is NAIC and we're gonna be leaving early. Early Friday morning. I do not want to get up now. We gotta get up. Oh, we've already talked about getting up at way too early on that Friday morning to be able to get over to New Orleans. It's gonna take us a little bit of time to get over there, so we gotta leave early that morning. And we don't want to stay in the city, so we're not going to do that. We're gonna just, it's just early. So my point being behind that was, I'm thankful that that this week fell as a Thursday night off, because it'll give us a chance to go to bed kind of early and get ready for Friday. And I have a dry throat. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I was fighting that one off. I was trying not to cough. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of the week plan. That's kind of the idea of what we have going on for this week and what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going to NAIC. Tomorrow morning is going to be the Presents, the Direct, the Nintendo Direct. And yeah, like Lamb said, if you can't catch it live, catch it on the VOD. It'll still be worth watching us, have our reactions, and getting a chance to see who wins the bingo, Hannah or myself, what my picks are, because I got to get my picks together. So it'll give you guys a chance to see all that. And of course, see what Hannah picks are. She's working on hers tonight, I think. Yeah, she had her computer up. She was working on it earlier. And her computer is still on, so she should be back. I don't know. May have to yell out and let her know that Lamb's here, because she will come back for seeing Lamb. I know she does. She always does. Oh, but today has been such a good day. This is our first official day off, technically. And I say that because Sunday we are both off, but Sundays we're always off. But that's the reason why I take time off from the channel too, is because it's truly Sunday is the day of rest. God said rest, we rest. Having said that, this being our official first day of my vacation, and technically our first day, well, that is our first day off together for this week. She was off Friday? I think it's Friday last week. May show up for tomorrow's Pokemon review stream though, so we can have a discussion on the Direct. Yes, please, by all means. If you can, Lamb, come hang out with us on the Direct, on the Presents on Pokemon tomorrow night, Pokemon Pokopia, and we'll talk about the Direct, because I'm sure we'll be talking about it for a couple of days. What was I saying? Got sidetracked. Oh, it was such a nice day today. Hannah and I got a chance to play some video games together today. We've been playing one together that we haven't had a lot of time to play together a lot. It's because we don't sit down for extended amount of time together. We sit down and visit here and there, but it's usually like 30 minutes at a time, and we want to visit during those times. But today we've spent time visiting and we spent time playing video games. It was great. We're at the Degree Diddley, and I did nice. I'm gonna say you guys are some of the best community out there. You guys are so warm and welcoming to each other, not just to me and not just to Hannah and not just to any guests that I have, but to each other. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate every one of you guys coming and hanging out with us. Even those of you who are not in the live stream, those who watch VOD and comment, thank you. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with us. Thank you for being a part of our little community. Thank y'all for being here, because you guys are amazing. Every one of you guys have been amazing. And every one of you guys has upheld our morals of family friendly. And I appreciate that. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, each and every one of you. All right. Now that I've got off my little tangent for a moment, let's earn our 8th gym badge real quick. So, for those of you who don't know, I know I'm kind of skipping through the text here, just kind of playing tonight. Giovanni is the gym leader of Viridian. He is the 8th gym leader, and he is, yes, the leader of Team Rocket, and about to be former leader of Team Rocket, because we're about to defeat him, and he's about to go down. We're going to defeat him. I'll read the text at the end. I'll slow down and do the story stuff. I probably should have done it for the get-go, but whatever. I was talking. Where did she go? She left her phone back here, so she's definitely coming back. She doesn't go far without her phone sometimes. Most of the time. Hang on a second. I wonder if she's out there playing with Ollie. She may be playing with Ollie. I was trying to get her back before... Not him.
What?
Well, you have a visitor.
isn't it?
Yeah. Can we really? He and I don't see eye to eye right now.
Well, you called me.
I called you because, well, I didn't want Lamb to have to bail out before you got a chance to come back.
We're playing a very good game of that. Okay.
And he and I don't see eye to eye after earlier.
Oh, did he just come in when I left?
Yeah, Lamb just came in as you were heading out.
Lambs.
Said Hannah repellent.
Hannah repellent.
Let's see it.
I won't be able to attend the stream. I have time
For the
afternoon
vision, the
tomorrow. I'll definitely watch the VOD. Hear your
Oh.
girlish screams when they make announcements. I know. Lamb, you should have heard my girlish screams over Planet Zoo too.
Oh, Hannah had her share of them too.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm sure I'll have my share tomorrow.
No, I meant my girlish screams over Planet Zoo too.
Well, I think they were talking about mine,
Hope we'll be a
though.
stream though, so we can have a discussion. Yes. Our friend Secret Ridley. Hannah! Sorry, Lamb! My brain.
Chew on that. You go away.
Alright,
Go away.
Alright, let me
It's
go.
off.
and-
I didn't
Alright,
fix
I'll
it
be right
yet.
back.
Alright. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, I'll put me back for the moment. When Hannah comes back, I'll let her through. Yeah, you meant my girlish screams? Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, and I'm sure Hannah will hear them. She knows what they sound like. Oh, so you're a fan of Planet Zoo 2 as well, Clam? Did you hear that, Hannah? Okay, so she heard me. She heard me read your comment there, Clam, so yeah, give her just a minute to come back and I'm sure she'll talk all kinds of about Planet Zoo 2. Planet Zoo is kind of like, okay, never mind. Hannah said that I'm not allowed to explain it, that she has to explain it. Consider it a gift for your Pokemon League challenge. We received TM26. Should be Earthquake? Yeah. It is a powerful attack that causes a massive tremor. I made it when I ran the gym here far too long. Full screen. I made it when I ran the gym here far too long ago. Having lost in this fashion, I can't face my followers. I have betrayed their trust. As of today, Team Rocket is finished forever. As for myself, I shall dedicate my life to training again. Let us meet again someday. Farewell.
Okay, so Planet Zoo 2.
Can I put my camera back?
Yes. The Planet series
Okay, yeah.
is from the developer Frontier, and it actually comes from some of the original devs on Roller Coaster Tycoon back in the day. So they wanted to get the Roller Coaster Tycoon magic back. So they had their own dev team at Frontier and created the Planet Coaster series, which was really popular. And then basically, like how they had Zoo Tycoon back in the day, they created Planet Zoo. So now they've done Planet Coaster 2, so now they're going back to Planet Zoo 2, but now we get to have aquariums, and we get to have aviaries with birds. Hi Mama D!
Pokemon Mama D!
I'm off camera tonight, but I'm here.
I didn't want to interrupt Hannah. I wanted to let her finish her thought.
Yes. But it's really fun. I really like how the Frontier handles a lot of the stuff with the zoos. Back in the first game, you earned conservation credits by like releasing animals to the wild to help with like wild species populations, and the in-game events tied up to real-life animals that were. I think my dog started how to howl tonight.
Oh, he is whining crazily right now. He is not happy. Alright, so we've earned our 8th gym badge,
He didn't know how to howl, and he just proved us wrong.
Yeah.
We said this afternoon, like, oh, at least we didn't get one who howled a lot. Whoops.
Spoke too soon on that one.
Anyway, so the new Planet Zoo game, they're actually talking about, they mentioned specifically, like, animal species like dolphins and whales, because they're very popular at aquariums, but it's also been very controversial, especially with, like, orca whales, at how well they are cared for in their current, you know, setup at aquariums. So they kind of said that basically they're not going to be in the base game, but they're not closing the door yet either. So that's a really cool game. I'm excited, as you can tell by my rambling.
Alright, let's battle Hannah. Hannah's in our way for the moment. You know, I always use Hannah.
I know.
HKC as our rival.
But also, there will be a real life HKC and GGC battling. They're going to be a Pokemon Champions tournament soon.
After NAIC, but yes, that's the plan.
And then tomorrow morning, if you're available at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, tomorrow morning, we are going to be live streaming the Nintendo Direct. I think we're going to start about 8:45 Central, 9:45 Eastern. And Nintendo is doing their big summer announcement. It's the first full Direct they've had since September.
That's so excited.
It's supposed to be 50 minutes of footage. But then they're going to have a Treehouse live after where they kind of show off gameplay. So we're going to talk about that. We're not...
We're not going to watch the Treehouse on the channel.
Yes.
We're just going to watch the Direct.
Yeah.
It'll probably be about an hour and a half for us. Because we're probably going to watch, it'll be about 15 minutes early, watch the Direct, and then probably discuss it for 15-20 minutes. And then we'll probably bail out because we've got some things to do tomorrow before tomorrow night's show.
Yes.
But I do have tomorrow night's show that's going up at a regular time, so we are going to still have our regular show tomorrow night.
Mr. Oliver has to go to the vet.
Well, yeah. You're planning on purchasing Planet Zoo 2 Lamb? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't think it comes out till October. I've been playing Saturday. I started playing Planet Zoo. My problem with the first Planet Zoo is that with the conservation credits they did, I didn't understand how they worked when I first got the game, and then it was hard for me to get them built back up ever to get something decent. So, I'm going to...
You're good, Lamb. You're perfectly fine to rack me a little bit.
So I'm gonna, I started a new zoo in Sandbox mode. What was I saying? My brain is struggling. I'm definitely on something.
No,
Grant's going to be too busy with his girlish screams. Look, if some of these... Can we please talk about some of this while we have all of our friends here? We can always rehash it in the morning, because we might be different people. Okay. Grant...
I mean, don't go crazy, because I'm not going to talk about my being aboard until the morning.
We all know the thing that Grant will girlish scream over if ever there's going to be something. No.
Not yet. Tomorrow.
Liam's saying that, yeah, depending on what they announce tomorrow, Grant
Tomorrow
may have
morning.
a girlish scream.
Tune in tomorrow morning to the stream for the Direct. The watching and reacting of the Direct.
Yes.
That's where I'm going to get all excited about.
Yes. Should we give a disclaimer? We might mention some leaks.
When?
Like right now, the game that I'm talking about, you would scream over. It's technically been leaked.
Okay. If you guys don't want to hear about the possibility of quote-unquote leaks, then mute your stream for about 2 minutes, or just keep an eye on me, and I'll flag you guys to come back in and turn the audio back on whenever we're done. So if you don't see me flagging you to say come on back in, then just hold off a minute.
Yes.
Because if you don't want to hear the leak possibilities or the theories that we've heard, then mute your mic now. 3, 2, mute.
Alright, so rumor has it that there may be a Zelda remake announced tomorrow. And that same person also leaked about Star Fox in the same leak, so it gives some credibility because Star Fox has been confirmed.
Let me add a little bit to that.
Yes.
For those of you guys who know what we're talking about, there's also more that they've been creditable for other than just the Star Fox leak. They've been creditable for quite a few things in the past 6 months. So there's a lot to believe that what they've said is the truth.
I can't believe...
In some capacity, because Nintendo's always going to be kind of keeping us on our toes, especially whenever they hear leaks, because they sometimes will change things up just to mess with us or to mess with the leaker. Sometimes they leak stuff like that to see where the leaks are coming from inside their own facility. So Nintendo is known to try to, to find the leaks in the wall and then plug them. But so far, this person has been very creditable for probably about 6 months worth of information from Nintendo. So there's a lot of credibility there.
That's a long time.
A very long time in this industry.
Yes.
Most leakers will only get 1, maybe 2 things right in a row, and then they're off again. So for this particular person to get 6 months worth of content, pretty spot on as far as directs go, what's going to be presented, what's going to be talked about, that leads a lot of credibility in there. Now, I would also take some of it with a grain of salt because, again, when Nintendo starts to hear that there's leaks out there, they like to change up the information and mess with us or not do it correctly.
Yep, that possible announcement is going to break Grant. You will make Ollie jealous with the howls.
Yes, I will. Yes,
Like,
I will.
Let's be honest. Hannah has a consistent type. We're starting to notice here.
Well, she says there's a consistent type between Ollie and I. I don't see it. I don't think he's anything like me.
I think y'all two have a love-hate relationship, and it's very cute to see. I wish y'all could see more of it, but...
Are we done with the leaks? Can I tell them to unmute?
Let's
Okay. Come on back in. Come on. Unmute. Come on. Come on. Okay. Thanks for giving us a few minutes for those of you guys who muted. Leaks discussion is over with.
So non-leak theories. We both think there's maybe going to be some sort of mention of the Zelda movie.
If nothing more than just a mention about, hey, we're still working on it.
Or maybe
I don't think we're going to get like a trailer.
Or maybe saying we're going to have a trailer soon, or like, here's the time we're going to do a trailer.
I could see that. I could see them saying, hey, we're going to have a movie direct specifically next week or a week after. Come hang out for that. Because they did that with the Mario movie, if you guys remember right. I remember back. The Mario movie was talked about in a direct and then said, hey, we're going to do a direct in a few days or next week or whenever it was. So I could see them doing the same thing with the Zelda movie.
Or featuring, I could see them saying, hey, we're going to do this in the Treehouse Live too.
Not about the movie, though.
On...
I don't see them doing it about the movie. Okay. I really don't. Not in the direct. Not in the Treehouse. The Treehouse is usually like two focused games from the direct about gameplay.
Now, I think we're both in agreement that we think one of those games featured in the Treehouse is going to be Star Fox because it's about to launch.
I really strongly feel like in the Treehouse, at least half of it is going to be some Star Fox multiplayer. Some multiplayer battles, teaching us about the new battle modes, because that is new to us compared to the old Star Fox game.
Yes.
Because this is based off of Star Fox 64. Star Fox 64 had a multiplayer mode, but there's new modes amongst the multiplayer modes that they're adding in, and there's new ways to play. The old Star Fox 64 was 4 players at most. This we can have up to 8 players now. So you can have 2 teams of 4. So I really think in the direct, they're going to focus in a little bit on Star Fox's multiplayer. I don't think they'll focus in on the story, personally. Now, the direct may have something about the story. Or have a fresh trailer. Are you...
What may have a fresh trailer?
Star Fox storyline.
Yes. We're both kind of in agreement that that's going to be the game they feature, but the second game, I'm really not sure on because I don't think it's going to be a DLC. I don't think they're going to spend their Treehouse on a DLC. I think it's possible we see a Mario Kart World DLC or a free update, but it would have to be...
They haven't not done it before, because they did spend some time on the Mario Wonder DLC when it came out.
On a Treehouse, though?
On a Treehouse.
But was that was right before they got the Switch 2, right?
No, that was for the Switch 2, because that was the Bella Park. The Bella Park, the update for the Switch 2.
But so was that... But okay, so when we went...
They did a half of a Treehouse Direct on playing parts of Bella Park.
I mean, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. That's probably because I didn't have anything else coming out for Switch 2 quite yet.
No. Yeah, I'll agree with you that, because it was earlier on the Switch Live, and it was like one of the big
titles,
updates.
Then they had a dead space in that summer break.
Well, I'm trying to remember what the other one was that they did. The other one was the one I watched, because the Bella Park was the one that I didn't care for.
I will look.
I wasn't worried about watching Treehouse for Bella Park. It was something else.
I'm gonna
was it
see.
Pokopia?
I don't think so.
Was it Bella Park and Pokopia?
I don't think so.
You sure? I'm pretty sure that was before. Maybe not.
Let's see.
Is that it?
Treehouse Live. This was Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza.
No, that's old. When did that one come out? Oh, that was February of 25, wasn't it?
Maybe. They may not have it up anymore.
Maybe not.
This is their official.
Is that the Treehouse channel?
Yeah. I think it just happened earlier last year, but yeah, it looks like it was Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza.
There was one I know they did Bella Bella Park, because I skipped the Bella Bella Park one. He is in his bed. He has not been a good boy today.
Well, he's learning. He's being a puppy, and he's been making some mistakes.
Mistakes.
I guess I'll explain this. We were cooking, so he was sitting on the. We've been playing Split Fiction for most of the day.
Well, I hadn't said the name, but I did say we're playing a game, but fine.
Yeah, I mean.
Yes, we have been playing Split Fiction.
Yes.
That's our game that we've been working
We're
together.
getting really close to the end. So, I stepped out.
Just as a side note, we're never going to play it on the channel. It's not
a game we're
the
playing.
kind of game for us, but
And I don't know that we're going to play one.
we ourselves have enjoyed the story and the game. But yes, I agree. It's been very, very hard for us to sit down and spend time. I told you guys, it's hard for us to sit down and get time together like that.
Okay, let's get back to the point.
Yeah, get back to the point.
Oliver, normally our normal bedtime routine is when Grant goes to stream. That's when I go to bed for my school routine. So I play with Oliver for about 15-20 minutes, put him in his kennel, and he stays in his kennel until Grant finishes streaming. So that's where he's at. We're kind of trying to keep him in the routine. I was up with him just a minute ago because when he whines a lot like that, normally it means he's got a little energy left to burn, and I'll wear him out a little bit. So.
Did you look up the Bella Bella Park? Look up the Mario Wonder Bella Bella Park treehouse. I'm telling you, there was something else with it that I did watch for because I skipped the Bella Bella Park portion.
I mean, it might have. Yeah, it says 3 months ago.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But what was with it?
I'm talking about last summer's treehouse.
I was just talking about the most recent one, I think. What was played with it though? There was
That might have been the only thing.
No.
Oh, and it's like a.
There was 2 parts to it. I remember that.
Okay, well.
That's the original Mario Wonder. I'll look it up later. I'll see if I can figure it out.
I don't. Anyway, what was it? So we're trying to for the Treehouse Live tomorrow. Pokopia was played after Wonders. Thank you, Lamb. Lamb Stocks.
Yes, see, I thought it was Pokopia that I had watched for.
I don't know why I thought. Sorry.
I had watched, yeah, because Pokopia was the one I wanted to watch for, and Bella Bella Park was not the one that interested me. Thank you, Lamb. I knew it was something like that.
But do we think that was still 3 months ago Treehouse? That's not the big June announcement. We know
No.
everybody and their mama who really wants to is going to be paying attention to this specific direct.
Well, this is the direct that's going to tell us what's happening for the rest of the year.
Exactly.
At least from Nintendo's standpoint. It may not be a partner presents or an indie, but it's going to at least tell a lot of the first party stuff for the rest of the year.
I think it's going to focus on first party because Nintendo is dealing with the backlash of having to raise the price of the Switch. They have to, if they're being wise with their marketing, they obviously need to acknowledge the elephant in the room in the direct of, hey, the price increase is going to happen on this day, just in case somebody hasn't heard it yet.
Which is still September for those of you who don't know.
But also, I think they need to reinforce that it's okay by saying all of the great games that are going to come out the rest of the year. They need to reinforce that this is why you need a Switch 2. Not just you need a Nintendo console like a Switch 1. This is why you need a Switch 2 to play. So they're going to have to show a lot of Switch 2 exclusives, which I think most third-party developers don't have that kind of stakes in it. So they will probably put it on both consoles if they can get away with it. Whereas Nintendo has to have it on Switch 2. So I think they're gonna really focus on a bunch of new games. The Switch 2 in September is gonna go up in price. So the price you see right now is the same, but it'll increase in September for the actual console itself.
It's only jumping by $50, which is actually across the industry the smallest price increase for hardware.
Yeah.
Which we've seen anywhere from $200 or $300 to $400 or $500 to one of them was $700. One of the Steam Decks is $700 or something like that. It's a massive increase for some of those. But the Nintendo Switch is only jumping by a $50 price jump. So it's going to go from $450 to $500 here in the States in September. It's already price jumped in Japan.
Part of me thinks the price jump might also be to accommodate the battery thing they have to do.
No, I don't think so, because I think the European battery legislation is just fixing to start happening, and they're only getting ready for that. I think that's just coming into play. I know Nintendo's talking about already having their SKU ready for it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but if you get the extra money in now,
I don't think that I don't think marketing and pricing, budgeting was ready for that. I think that was a bit more of a surprise compared to just the overall memory shortage right now that's happening, which that's been happening a lot longer than that legislation has been talked about.
That's true. Yeah, if that's where it is right now, I think it's gonna go. Is it gonna go to $550?
I don't know about the bundles, because that's probably a bundle price where you're getting a game with it.
The console itself is $450, but you buy it with the game, it's $500, and then it's gonna be $500 plus you have to buy the game separate.
I would, if I had to guess for the console bundles, if Nintendo continues the bundles, it'll probably do like Hannah said, jump from $500 for the bundles to $550 for the bundles. But as of right now, they've not said anything about bundles, if they're going to continue to do bundles, if they're going to stop bundles, or what. And now they do have a bundle out right now at $500 where you have a choice of like 3 games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And you pick up which game you want digitally. Although in all fairness, bundles are almost always digital games. You don't hear about bundles having physical games anymore these days. No. That's how they keep the price
But
high.
yeah, so it'll stay this way until September, and then it will go up from there. So it'll be up for the upcoming holiday season. So if they're announcing their games tomorrow, these games are what's going to carry them through the end of this year into early next year. They need to have something good to justify why somebody would buy their kid a Switch for Christmas and not keep a Switch one. Why they would upgrade them to a Switch 2.
Now, can we take a side tangent right here while we're at this?
Yes.
Wow. It's my show. I guess I'm asking myself. I'm just asking Hannah to run with it at this point.
That's fine.
As long as we're here, let's talk about the side tangent. This digital versus physical price differencing.
Yes, Mama D. Understood.
Don't have to read out loud.
But yeah, it's staying for...
It's a habit to read everything because I don't always know who's watching and not watching, so it kind of makes sense on VOD what we're talking about here. So nobody's really completely
So
lost.
what's your tangent?
My tangent. Physical versus digital. I love the fact that Nintendo is now trying to work on making smaller size digital physical cards to give developers more options to deliver the game to. What still drives me up the wall though is the fact that they're doing a $10 discount digitally versus physically. I understand it, and part of me is like, okay, it kind of, you're not physically tangibly buying anything. It kind of makes collecting physical a little bit more justifiable to me, because yes, I am paying $10 more to get a physical copy, but I have something physically in my hand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, why coax people more towards digital when we have enough of this problem as is? Because as a physical collector, it kind of irks me a little bit that now I'm spending $10 more to buy physically compared to if I wanted to buy it digitally.
Well,
I'm torn, honestly, but it kind of bothers me both ways.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If we didn't have digital, I still think the price would increase, because what's causing it to go up is not necessarily that because digital exists. It's because that it's costing more, like, I mean, just our everyday lives. It's because, I mean, the U.S. has seen a huge inflation in a lot of things recently, and we have the biggest market in the world.
Sure,
we do.
But I'm not even arguing the increase. I'm not even arguing the fact that games went up to 70. That I can justify because of the fact that, honestly, video games have been around the $50, $60 price range for generations of consoles.
Yeah,
material. You're right. Materials do cost more.
I think it's good for them to give people a discount for buying digitally, because, you know, I mean, let's be honest too, it does cost money to run the servers that run that online storefront, to do the downloads.
That's true.
So I mean,
but it doesn't cost them anything more to produce a digital copy. it's just a copy and paste kind of thing. I mean,
Yeah, but they still have to host the bandwidth, and they still have to make sure it's running.
Yeah,
they still
I
have
agree
to have
with
a
that.
whole slew of people who run that online shop. Like that.
I agree with that.
I think they're
mean,
pushing to try to get the American market to go more like Japan, because especially with like the creation of Starlink, and even like, do you know when I went
all physical? I mean,
to
all
go all
digital.
Because you know, I
Mm.
was even watching Planet Zoo. We've been talking about we might have to upgrade my PC because it hasn't been upgraded since like 2020. And graphics cards were very hard to get back then, so I did not have the best graphics card, but I'm probably gonna have to upgrade mine if I want to play this new game just decently. But they actually have Nvidia they've had it for a while, but it's an online subscription where basically they will be a digital graphics card for you, and you can play your games from your computer and use their online server as your graphics.
See, I don't like that, and I agree with you, Mama D. I like my physical copies.
I do too, but I mean, like,
That just sounds like Pokemon. That sounds like Google Stadia to me.
well,
is what that is.
Japan's been running off of that too for a while. I think they're trying to get the American market more used to it, and let's be honest, I think you were probably in the rarity, and I'm not saying you're wrong for that. I'm just saying is young kids,
Yes and no.
young kids don't really care. Their parents would rather them have it digitally than have them lose the cartridge.
That's fair, but it depends on what generation you're talking about.
Yeah.
That is a generational thing, and I mean that wholeheartedly, and I mean that because the newer generation does want convenience over physicality, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing that with even purchases of they won't carry even a debit card. They have it all on their phone.
Exactly. But my generation and older, us older gamers, we want a physical copy in hand. And the argument comes down to, and this is where the argument is what comes into play and makes the difference.
Yeah.
It comes down to ownership. What do you actually own, physical versus digital? And what I'm saying is, if it requires me to download the game and connect to a server and confirm that I own the license to that game to play it every time I want to play it, and then in 20 years when these servers are offline and I can't just connect in and say, hey, this is mine, I want to play it, why am I paying any kind of cost for it? Why can't I just rent it or borrow it? Now, if you give me full access to own it, you own it. Exactly. I hate that everyone is showing adaptation to the mindset of you own nothing. I'm with you. I like physical copy. Yes, I agree with that, man, wholeheartedly.
I'm not saying I don't like
my
physical
copy.
copies. I'm playing devil's advocate here.
And yeah, Hannah's just kind of playing both sides of it. And she's like me. She has her fair share collection of physical things.
I tend to prefer digital games on a lot of things but I don't game a lot, and like I have my own collections of things. I wouldn't say my game is my collection, you know?
And see, for me, it is my collection. I want to be able to pick it
I
up.
don't want digital books.
And that's fair. It's the same concept there.
I don't like when they there's talk about Roald Dahl. They're changing the references in like Matilda to be like how like Matilda's watching Netflix, and it's like no. When Roald Dahl wrote that book, she was watching TV on the telly. Like I want that original, you know.
And
that's not like physical.
That's a fine example in book media, in written media compared to video game media. But it still comes down to the same concept, ownership. You know, if I'm gonna pay for it, I own it. I own my copy of it. I own my controller right here. I own my game console. I can play it how I want to play it, when I want to play it, why I want to play it, within the parameters of not cheating somebody else. And also within the parameters of not pirating. I'm not a pirate. That's not my kind of stance. But my point being is, if I want to go back and play Pokemon Yellow, my cartridge is in my collection. All I gotta do is find it and pull it out, put batteries in my Game Boy, and I'm playing again. Naturally, I need to change the battery out in my cartridge. It's dead. It's the original battery, so it won't save file. But I don't have to connect to servers. I don't have to check in with anybody. I don't have to say the license in that game is mine to any kind of anything, anywhere, to play it 30 years later. And I don't want any of my current games now to be the same way. I'm going to be a gamer my entire life. It's going to be the way it is. I like playing my video games. I enjoy them. I'm going to always do them unless something crazy happens to me and just changes my mindset and I give up on gaming. I'm always going to be a gamer. Having said that, the games that I buy now, yes, I do love the convenience of having my entire library on my console and I don't have to pop cartridge in and out. What I don't like is the fact that Nintendo can tell me, or any gaming company for that matter, or developer can tell me that I can only play my game as long as they say I can play my game, because the license can run up on it. Now I understand games that are strictly online, like Unite, Pokemon Unite. It's an online game, plain and simple. Battle the Champions is an online game. I have to play it online because it's an online game. That's the primary purpose of it. I understand that. I also understand that there's a finite time on that because of the fact that the servers are not going to be up for mine till I die. They're not. But things like the story-based games, like Pokemon Fire Red, I can go back out and pull my Fire Red or Leaf Green cartridge out of my collection, pop it into a Game Boy, put some batteries in, or charge up my console, whatever I'm playing on, whatever ISP, and I can play it anytime I want to. I don't have to check in with anybody. I don't have to confirm it. It's my copy, plain and simple.
Again, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I think it's very possible. Nintendo is very good about being fair. I would not say this about Sony or Xbox.
I can agree with that.
I think that when they closed the 3DS eShop, they made it very clear of, hey, here's the day, here's what you need to do, so you keep all your games. This is what you have to do. They were very clear on that.
And I will admit, they did allow us to have all of our licensings for all those games to continue to play.
Right. I think they.
But you can't say that for every company. You can't say that for all.
No, but I think too that's where you have to be a wise consumer. Of, you know what, if you're not going to do this, then I'm not going to buy your game. Like it, you know what I mean? And publicly tell them why. Like, put in there, this is why. Exactly, I don't want to have to be relying on online services to have access to games. It's good to have a copy for both accessibility and for collection. Yes. Yeah, and I agree with that because there have been some times,
generally, it don't bother me so much with games. The concept bothers me more with software.
Yes, Liam. That is why I used to have Photoshop, and that's why I will not have Photoshop right now.
Well, it's for anything.
It aggravates me, like all the Adobe products, what they do. It's created a lot of hassle.
But the argument can be made for anything digital versus physical. I mean, across the board, and it should be. I mean, maybe just that again. It should be made as an argument for anything that's physical versus digital. And honestly, I would probably be more of a digital collector because of the convenience, because I do like that convenience if it wasn't for the fact that I could lose my ability to play those things. Having said that, and Hannah knows I do this, I'm an overspender. A lot of games, and especially my Pokemon, I will buy 2 copies of it. I will buy my digital copy to play because it is convenient to keep on my Switch. And I will buy my physical copy for my collection, that if anything happens one day, I can go pop the seal on, pop that cartridge in my console, and I can continue to play.
But since Grant has gotten married, it's actually more cost effective because we're a 2-for-1 deal. So we're already talking about winds and waves that one of us, because we can game share across. So technically, I think we'll probably put both on your account and you'll just share it to me.
Probably. That's generally what that's what we did with Scarlet and Violet. I do have my physical copies for my collection, but I also bought both digital copies and DLCs for both. I played through both digital copies of Scarlet and Violet. Of course, you guys know I played Violet on the channel. I played Scarlet for myself, and then I loaned Hannah my Violet copy to play along with its DLC. Of course, it goes with it to play anytime she wants.
I'm trying to catch my first Miracle right now.
And even with like Fire Red and Leaf Green, I bought both copies. Yes, I know they're digital only right now, but right now I have Fire Red on my main Switch, my Switch 2. Excuse me, I'm getting bowls. And my Leaf Green copy is on my Switch Lite. Makes it easier for me to trade that way.
Do we want to make our way back to the Direct for tomorrow?
Sorry, yeah, I guess I got off on a tangent, didn't I?
I mean, it's your channel. You're allowed to do that. I'm sure I do that too.
Thank you all for enduring my tangent, and thank you, Lamb, for the support.
Yes. It's so nice to get to hang back out with everybody again.
isn't it though?
Yeah.
And I have to be worried
They'll
about
give
going to
me for
bed.
like a month and a half. So.
Yeah, for the summer. She'll hang out with us for the summer
Yeah,
off and
and I
on.
don't have to travel this summer like I have the past couple years. So I'm very excited.
That's true. That's true.
So,
So yeah, for anybody who wants to have some more time with Hannah, the summer is the time to do it. You guys come hang out on more of these streams because she'll be in and out more.
we are also talking about some series maybe to do together, like little easy things to do. So we have something.
Yes.
We have this week off and we have a week in July off together.
Do you want to kind of hash out the tournament now while we have a minute or two? That way we can do it with everybody and kind of see what works best for them. Again, it's definitely going to be after NAIC, which is going to be after this weekend. So at earliest, it'll be sometime next week.
Yes.
And I want to give you guys at least a heads up of a week so you guys can get your teams
Smash
together
Bros.
and get
From
ready.
64 to Wii on Switch 2. I actually put on my bingo board a Smash Bros. Announcement. I think we're gonna see Smash Bros. I think Sakurai has been quiet for a while.
Oh, I see the comment. I was reading the wrong comment.
Sakurai's been quiet for a while. I think we have, but I don't know. Like with licensing with Ultimate, I don't know what they do unless they do a similar thing to what they did with Mario Kart World, and they take it and they bring it back to bare bones, but they make it so polished that it's really fun. I think that could be a really good move for Sakurai. After you do Ultimate, you have all of the characters that everybody could ever think of that they ever wanted, and then they just bring it right back down.
Take it back to the Nintendo core.
Yeah. I mean, he just finished Air Raiders. But Grant was
True.
telling me that,
Well, we were also talking about that because in the direct, if I remember right, that he did for Air Raiders, he did talk about the fact that he had recorded footage over like 2 years and then finally compiled it all together in that one direct. So there was some time in there that between the time the direct came out and the time the game was actually finished. I think he had sat on it for at least a little bit, or if he didn't sit on it for any more length of time than about 6 months, I think he at least sat on it for 6 months.
so we may not see Smash, but I think it would be a good contender for a holiday game.
But I do agree with you. Putting a Smash Brothers into NSO, even if it's just the original 64 Smash Brothers, would be amazing. That's one I would go back and play a lot of. And I like Smash Brothers, even the new Smash Brothers, but I would definitely go back and play Smash Brothers on the 64 a lot.
Now, we were talking about...
Okay.
What were we talking about? Grant seems to think we're going to have a new 3D Mario. I think Donkey Kong Bonanza filled that gap, and they're not going to have one yet. I do think we're getting Luigi's Mansion 4.
I would like... I don't know that Nintendo would do a standalone Smash Brothers collection. I'd be hard pressed to believe that they would do that.
What if they did a Melee remaster? Everybody loved Melee. One of
Melee
was popular too.
Melee, yeah, but Melee was the one that did tournaments in it for so long. They went well into like recent time. There's still some places that do Melee tournaments.
I had a friend who I never played, like not really played Smash before, and like they went to teach me about how to play Smash, and they were very insistent that I played Melee before I played Ultimate.
I can understand that. I can understand why. I can get that.
Good night, Mama D.
Night, Mama D. Appreciate you hanging out.
Hopefully with you in the morning.
Yeah, hopefully if you get a chance to drop in on us.
Maybe I'll convince Grant to let Ollie come out in the morning.
Maybe. He and I got. He's got the makeup. He's.
Can I tell them what happened?
Yeah, I guess it was yours. So.
Okay. So Mr. Oliver, we have figured out, like, because he's so long, you think he can't reach things, but because he's so long, when he gets up, he can reach them. So my phone was put away.
And
He
put
somehow
back
got
to
to
his
my cell
legs.
phone and decided to, what time is the morning? It should start at 8:45 Central.
My stream will start at 8:45.
Yeah.
The direct will start at 9.
But we're gonna start with our
Central.
at 8:45 Central. But yeah, so Mr. Oliver found my phone and put a tooth mark. Luckily, we thought it was in the screen. I panicked. The tooth mark is on my case, but not bad. It's just a little scratch. And it really just got my screen protector. Yeah, my screen protector. It was already kaput because of me dropping my phone. But
yeah,
it was
but that
definitely
was a single hairline. It was usable for the time.
Yeah, it was definitely kaput after.
He cracked up the corner pretty good.
So.
Although in all fairness, he may have gotten a shard or two.
That's 7 a.m. for me. Oh no, Diddley.
Sorry, Diddley. That is gonna hurt early. But I mean, that's when the direct starts. So I mean, I if we're gonna watch it live, I've got to be up for the direct itself.
So if you have to
you
watch
can catch it on VOD, yeah.
He was trying to call me.
Sure.
He was when I got to it, like I was getting dinner ready, so it wasn't like I was far away. I literally just stepped around. Yeah, we have pork chops. It was really good. Me too, Diddley. Sorry, friends. Sorry we're making you get up.
Sorry, y'all. I mean,
blame Nintendo.
I was gonna say, don't blame us. Blame Nintendo. We're getting up. I mean, honestly, we got to get up early and get ready to be ready for their show.
If you're here in the morning for the direct, we're all gonna have either coffee or hot chocolate.
Oh, good, because I was already hoping for a cup of hot cocoa whenever I get started tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I was already thinking that.
We're on the same wavelength. So yes.
I was just on the wavelength of not being grumpy.
Everybody bring your favorite breakfast beverage.
That's fair.
Breakfast beverage.
Tell us in the morning when you get here to stream what's your breakfast beverage that you're drinking.
Yes.
Keep it family friendly. If you lace your drink, don't tell us. We don't want to know. Just tell us that you're drinking coffee or iced coffee or cocoa or tea
or orange juice.
Orange juice or milk or Yeah. I don't need to know what you got mixed in, please.
Now, if you make a bougie like a frappe or something, let us know. Grant's homemade cookies. Huh? We do have cookies.
Cup of something good. Yeah. Cup of something good. Just leave it at that. That's all I need to know.
What was I gonna say? Oh, what were we talking about?
Well, we do have some Chips Ahoy that we bought the other day, and I have not broken into because I did want some chocolate chip cookies, and
I made him get the chewy ones.
I want them
too, so I have the chewy ones.
Should have got cookie dough though.
We should have. We both agreed this morning we should have got.
Hannah and I were talking the other day, and I told her I wanted cookies. She said, "Okay, stop at the store."
Well, okay.
I had intents to stop at the store that day. Weather did not permit me to allow to stop.
It literally.
But I told her, had I stopped by myself, there'd have been a bag of cookies, Chips Ahoy. There'd have been cookie dough. There'd have been icing to go on the Chips Ahoy because I was going to make some stackers. And there'd have been a gallon of milk because I was going to be cookie ready because I didn't know she bought a gallon of milk that day.
Mama D, Ollie was indeed trying to take a selfie because the camera was open when he got to the phone, so he did swipe it up to get a selfie. I really wish I would have had a selfie of him doing that.
He and I are on the outs right now.
There was no that alert.
I'm not happy with him.
Hey, that alert that I told you about for our area, they updated. I'll show you after stream.
Weather?
The thing. I'll show you after stream.
Okay, yeah, I'll read it.
Sorry.
No,
trying to be a little.
We'll talk about it later.
A little vague about our area.
Don't worry about it. Handle something about it later. Nothing major.
Yeah, we're okay.
Nothing for sure.
It's a little.
Y'all have to worry about. Trust me.
Can I show them the picture of Oliver on Memorial Day?
No.
Oh, come on.
No, not that one. No. No, he does not get to show that one off.
Why?
Because I'm in it. Plain and simple, I'm in it. Funny, that would have been so cute if he had taken also.
He.
Not chewing on the phone. I would not. I mean, I was already not happy, but if he'd had a photo of that, I really wouldn't have been happy.
He did take a video. Wait.
Oh my.
You should. There's a video of his back.
Did he really? Y'all, we fixing to have a $2,000 dead dog. I'm gonna kill
Oliver with matching shirts. No, Grant picked up Oliver, and Oliver was so shocked his neck went back, and he had like a double chin, and he looked so confused. This is like a nice long video of Oliver.
Y'all, I'm just telling y'all, when y'all talk to us tomorrow night, we gonna have a dead dog.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
What's shaking, Miss Me?
Hi, Miss Me.
This dog just run up the last of his lives. I would say lives because he's not a cat, but
He literally, he filmed himself. There's two of these. Wait, this is a photo.
You better be glad I didn't find that out earlier, because... Oh, that baby's not been hurt once today. He gonna get a shoe at him again.
No, he's not hurt. We're not gonna beat our dogs. We don't do that.
Oh, I spanked him. I spanked him for good. Don't be mean. He earned that one. It's like a kid. They earn it, okay? He earned it. Was it Grant's phone or Hannah's phone?
Yeah, it was my phone.
Oh no, if it had been my phone, we wouldn't be talking about it and being. I'd have been back there digging his grave. If it had been my phone.
Grant talks a big. You talk a big game. You love him.
I don't know. That phone costs almost as much as the dog, so it'd be an okay trade-off for me right now.
Nope, that's my baby.
No, Lamb, could have been my phone.
No.
This would be a completely different conversation we'd be having about Ollie's life. Oh, if he'd got a hold of my phone. Oh, mercy be upon him, because he wouldn't have any from me.
You mainly licked it. I know, because I have it on camera now.
Well, there was slobber marks on it whenever you handed it to me earlier, so... Oh, this dog.
We love him, but he's like, it's like having a toddler.
That's a very loose version of we thought we're using here.
Yeah. It's like having another toddler in the house that you think everything is dog proof, and it's just somehow not. But it's also to his breed, because he's a basset hound. He's meant to sniff out things. Like, he is meant to be independently investigative. That's his breeding.
Hannah bought him a quote-unquote playpen, four-sided doggy pen for indoors.
It was when we first got him when he was a puppy.
It didn't take him long to figure out how to turn this thing over and get out of it.
He knew he figured out within like a week. And I would put him in it like if I was cooking or something like that, like where I was legitimately concerned about his safety and my safety, like if I'm cooking with hot oil or making tea or something like that, like where he could get hurt.
Bacon.
Yes. Something that would like legitimately, if I got tripped up or he was too close to the stove, like he could get hurt.
Having said that,
he figured out he could pick it up with his teeth, throw the pin, like throw the door of it up and get under it really quick and push his way under and burrow out.
Then he figured out how to flip it.
Yeah. He figured out he was tall enough if he leaned on it, he could flip it.
So I took this thing apart and turned it into two sections, two halves of the playpen, and they do a triangle kind of shape, or a V, whatever you want to say. And I've turned them into baby gates in front of the kitchen and the hallway that leads to the back bedrooms, the studio and Chloe's room, and that kind of stuff. This is the dog we're dealing with. This dog is such a... How do I put this? How do I put this kindly, maybe I should say? This dog is so mischievous.
He's very inquisitive about the book.
His inquisitiveness is going to get him in trouble quickly.
Constantly.
All the time.
But I love him dearly. Grant does too. He doesn't want to admit it, but he loves it.
Yeah, again, that term "we" is used very loosely.
And Oliver loves Grant.
Oh, he tries. He really does.
He does. He's like really the sweetest animal. Like he wants to be. He's very docile. He's not like he does not have an aggressive bone in his body.
As he gets in my face to desperately lick my beard.
Yeah, but like that's it. He wants to lick you to death. He doesn't want to like actually. He has no malicious intent.
Having said that, he did cruise Anna a couple of times.
But he's just like, he's that kid who's just awkward and dorky and like doesn't understand how big he is and thinks he should be a lap dog. And so he just wants to hop in your lap and like, dude, you're 50 pounds. Like that hurts. Would you forgive him if he makes you cookies in the morning?
No, I do not want dog slobber cookies.
Okay, did you not earlier say though, like he came up to you all sweetly after that happened with the phone? You're like, are you apologizing for the phone?
No, I
You
thought that was
did.
whenever he made a mess in the house or stuff.
That was the phone.
I wasn't for the phone.
No, he did make a mess, yeah. He,
That was for when he made the mess.
we're still
He come over and snuggled up to my foot as Hannah let him out of his kennel. And he, I don't know, it's like he was trying to just, snuggle to my foot, like as if he was trying to basically apologize.
Yeah.
Which he knew what he did. He knew he made a mess in the house.
But
He knows better.
He's like a little kid. He's trying very hard to please Grant, and he just keeps failing miserably. He just can't control it sometimes. He's working.
If he wants to please me, he needs to learn to poop outside, okay? So you guys know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, we need to drop the awkward talk. People are gonna think you hate this animal.
I
You don't.
don't hate him. I just don't like him a lot right now.
Yeah.
He and I are not eye to eye at this moment, especially chewing on Hannah's phone that I spent way too much money on. Spent way too much money on the dog and way too much money on the phone.
Luckily, again, no harm, no foul. Nothing was damaged. But and normally I do have my phone in my pocket, but I had on shorts that didn't have a pocket, so it was one of those rare instances that it just the perfect alignment of all the things happened, and whoops.
Yeah.
He's gonna capitalize on it if it happens. So. Recently, well, I won't tell the gross ugly stories, but anyway, he is going to the vet tomorrow, so you'll probably seen his eye. He has a cherry eye.
Yeah, if you've seen any of his pictures, you'll know.
Yeah, he has a little red on his eye, and that's a gland that's prolapsed. So he gets to go to the vet tomorrow, and we're gonna get a checkup and probably schedule him for surgery. So fun times.
Between that and
No, we're not.
have him fixed,
Yeah, we're not.
well, he's gonna be fixed. We are doing
I
our
don't wanna
part
talk
of
about that.
continuing procreation. We're gonna have him fixed.
Yeah, he's not gonna be a father, but
Not him.
well, just yeah, we're not a breeder. We're not delving into that. But anyway, so
He's a house pet. That's all he's for.
Yep, he's a house
He's
pet.
Hannah's house pet.
He's the house pet Hannah has dreamed about owning for the past 20 years of her life. So tomorrow's stream, Grant will have forgiven him. All he needs to show up on Grant's door one day with a boombox and play a selection of his favorite song. Thank you. See, Liam understands. I'm really hoping in the Pokemon. I don't know if you heard us talking about the Pokemon.
Wait a minute.
tournament.
I have to
The-
ask. Hold on, before we get off this subject. Lamb, is Breakfast Club one of your favorite movies?
Okay, I'm thinking.
Just curious.
Lamb, I'm thinking Ollie should show up like Heath Ledger does in the stadium in 10 Things I Hate About You. Y'all excited for the live tomorrow?
Yes.
We are.
So much so that we're going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, Miss Me.
Yes.
I've already got it scheduled on the channel. We're
It'll
going to be here about 15 minutes before the direct, and we're going to watch and react to the direct tomorrow live with you guys.
So we're gonna start 9:45 Eastern or 8:45 Central. That should be 7:45 Mountain Time and 6:45 Pacific.
Yeah. Sorry, my mouth is off in my head.
Not my favorite movie, but I do like it.
That's fair.
But
It is a good
seriously,
movie. I'll give you that.
I'm hoping the Pokemon Center.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I have a funny story about how I saw that.
Let's check.
So there's a lot of like movies I haven't seen. I will have just woken up. Hey, come hang out with us. We're
That's
gonna be
fine.
just woken up too. Bring your morning coffee, your morning orange juice, whatever you got.
Hot cocoa is mine. That's
Yes.
I'm drinking hot cocoa,
Got
so
cereal. I might get.
come have breakfast with us and watch the
I
direct.
think I might get one of them little Uncrustables, the little sandwiches with the crust on, little circles.
If you're eating one of those, I'm getting cookies.
Okay, mine has Nutella inside.
Chips
Anyway,
alone for me.
what was I gonna say?
You were talking about your seeing breakfast.
There was a
Club.
lot of things that I had not seen, like movies and stuff I had not seen when I started college. And there's still a lot I have not seen. Grant has shown me several movies that I've never seen before, including the Goofy movie. That was a random one.
You've never seen that one?
Not until I saw it with you.
Oh, you know.
I loved it. It was great.
It's a great movie, it really is.
What's the hockey?
We're gonna watch it sometime
What's
this
the
week.
hockey one?
Oh, Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
We did watch the Mighty Ducks
We watched
trilogy.
all. Yeah, we watched all of them.
Sorry, D2 is still the best. I don't care. Sorry, not sorry. D2 is still the best.
I liked 1 and 2. 3 I could have done without. 3 was okay. Anyway, so I actually watched The Breakfast Club on a bus in college. Marching band. I'll watch the replay. I have to shower in the morning and I am busy every night. No
That's
worries,
fair.
miss me. We understand. This is kind of just unusual.
That's fair.
The reason we're live streaming this one is because
We don't get a chance to do this very often, and I'm on
Right.
vacation from the 9 to 5, so we're taking advantage
Yeah,
of it and figured we would
it's-
do what you guys have asked us to do.
right.
Do a live watch of a direct.
It just kind of worked out to be aligned
really did.
perfectly where we both be off when it happened.
It really did. Yeah.
So it won't be a habit of everything unless some of our schedules change, but we'll see. As of right now, that is not happening in the near future.
No, this is probably just gonna be a one-off for now.
But
We'll see. We may try to sneak a few others in when
Is
we
that
can, but we're not
Raichu?
gonna. Yeah, that is Raichu.
Why is he named Satoshi?
You guys want to sell her? What do we say about that? What do we say about who's gonna ask about the nickname?
Did y'all say it was gonna be me?
Do we tell her? Do we tell her what we said, or do I need to tell her
like
the
a
truth?
developer or something? I feel like that name sounds familiar.
Do we break our rule and tell her about him, or do we tell her our rule? You guys tell me.
Is this like Bruno? We don't talk about Bruno. You don't know that reference either.
No, I don't know that reference, but
No, let her guess forever. Liam?
you got it,
Why
ma'am.
are you on Liam?
The rule
I
is
thought Liam and I were friends.
when we named Satoshi, we talked about it right then and there amongst all of us. If you weren't there live, you have to figure out who Satoshi is on your own. So the rule is those who ask, they have to figure out on their own. So you
What-
either have to
what
guess forever or
episode
go search on your own.
Are you on with this?
I don't know. I don't know. 10, 11, 12, 9, 8. I don't know. Something.
So many
Why would
episodes.
she ask questions like this?
It's the logical of
It doesn't show me on here.
what? Who guessed me?
Hannah has to guess forever. Nice. Thanks, Lamb.
Liam, you know what? We can still be friends for that.
Hannah has to guess forever, or has to figure out on her own who Satoshi is.
Or
Because when we named Satoshi, we said that we're not going to explain it to everybody, that they have to either figure it out on their own or just forever guess.
well,
Lamb said stick to the rule for Hannah.
I
No
think-
exceptions for Hannah.
I guess I'm gonna be binging a bunch of GBC. Because
Yep.
I already have to watch Pokopia.
Yep, you're going to have to go back and watch and find out when we named Satoshi and why, because that's where we discussed it at. So if you want to know, you're going to have to go back and watch.
What was Mr. Iwata's first name?
Mr. Iwata? Satoru Iwata? Not Satoshi.
No,
Different
he's
name.
talking about Satoshi is the name of the Raichu. That's why I'm confused.
Hannah has no idea who Satoshi is.
If I get it right, will you tell me?
You have to do your own research.
If I get it correct, though, will you tell me?
No, we said that you have to do your own research. That's how this works. That was the rule.
I'm doing research, right?
Well, then you figure if it's blatantly
Satoshi
obvious.
Nakamoto?
Who? No,
Oh, he's the guy who developed Bitcoin.
no, it's blatantly obvious the connection whenever you figure it out.
Okay.
You won't have to question me about.
Ash Ketchum?
You won't have to question me about
Ash
this reference.
Ketchum is Satoshi.
Still no.
Still no.
There's a deeper connection. Same, Miss Me. You're just gonna have to either go back and watch the.
Shigeru Miyamoto.
No, not Shigeru Miyamoto. You're gonna have to either go back and watch it, or you're gonna have to do your own research.
At Tsuko Nishida, named after creator Satoshi Tajiri.
Tajiri.
Tajiri. Is that correct?
We told you it's gonna be obvious when you figure it out.
Change the name to match the first taken from one of the possible default names you can select for the player in Pokemon Red and Blue, and the surname tying on timeline for series Gotta Catch 'em All, because
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon. Please don't copyright strike me for that one. Didn't like make Pikachu. Shigeru Miyamoto? No, Shigeru Miyamoto did not make Pikachu. Actually, There's a lady, I can't think of her name right now, who actually designed the Pikachu character. Funny enough, Pikachu was actually was not designed by Ken Sugimori, surprisingly. Even though he did design a lot of Pokemon, yeah, some of the cuter Pokemons, like the starters and Pikachu and Eevee, they were created by a lady. I can't remember her name off the top of my head right now. No, Shigeru Miyamoto. Actually, the only involvement he had with Pokemon was helping get it out there, and helping the team, the Game Freak team, understand that they only need to make 2 copies of Pokemon, because they originally thought about making like 65,000 different copies based on the player's the player ID, and that it would be generally the whole world and everything that laid out in it and where Pokemon showed up at were procedurally generated. Yeah, Lamb's correct. Miyamoto is responsible for things like Mario, Zelda, and Star Fox. Actually, not even Star Fox, technically. Star Fox was actually created by a different team. Oh, I can't even think of the name of the team. They had that the dude who created the FX chip. I can't think of his name. I just watched a YouTube video on it not too long ago. But he was the one that came up with the idea of using the, what are those gates?
Okay, so Satoshi is the protagonist in Red, and you're playing Pokemon Red.
Well,
Fire
Red is the protagonist.
Satoshi. This is
As a Yahoo guy, Mario. And Aya. Wait, what? What, Miss Me? What? You lost me on that one. Which Anna?
You're on part.
Is that where I'm at? Part 11? Okay. Well, you can figure it out then. Oh, she's gonna get me in trouble with so much background noise.
Nope, I muted it.
She did. She muted it pretty quickly, though.
I knew. Knew it was good. I was trying to get.
You trying to pull my stream up? Are you still doing research on trying to figure this out?
No, I saw where it was a big deal because Ash Ketchum never evolves his Pikachu into a Raichu.
That is true.
So Raichu and Satoshi definitely are intertwined in that sense.
There's a core factor there that you're playing around, but you still haven't quite put it together. Yes, but it says hi. Yeah. I agree with both of y'all, Diddley and Miss Me. But what were you trying to say? I didn't quite understand what you were trying to say. He's the Yahoo guy, Mario, and Hiya, Link. Yeah. Or were you just referencing what Lamb said about Miyamoto? I didn't quite understand what you were trying to get at. I just was trying to understand it. Yeah, you're dancing around the concept, Hannah. You're right there on top of it. You just haven't put realization to the fundamental of what we're trying to say here. Hannah is so close. She's almost got it. She really has. Heading out for today. Good night, Liam. Appreciate you coming and hang out tonight.
Liam.
We will see you tomorrow night, hopefully. And yes, we will talk about the direct tomorrow night.
I will hopefully be on stream for Pokopia. Grant, make an exception for Hannah. Do you want to tell me off stream, Grant?
It's like the Bitcoin guy? Okay. Alright, Lamb, I'll make the exception for her. Just tell her. Do I mute the mic, or do I give the audience a second round of hearing it? You tell me that one real quick, Lamb, and then I'll stop by again.
Liam knows he needs to look out for Ollie's mom too. Maybe I'll convince Grant to put Ollie on stream tomorrow.
Ollie needs to pop up a brand new screen protector before.
Well, we're going out tomorrow. We can maybe go handle that. Everyone hears.
Okay.
Alright, thanks, Lamb. We'll see you tomorrow.
Alright, Lamb. I'll give in. Alright.
Alright.
Only for her, and this is the last time we discuss this on the channel. After this, everybody else has to learn for themselves.
Well,
or go back and watch the streams to figure it out.
It did make a little sense about the not evolving Pikachu into Raichu because they played around that storyline in Pokemon Concierge too.
about Pokemon choosing to be evolved or not be evolved and
Is
changing
that a
their
random
personality.
mask, or is the mask from Phoenix Slayer? I'm curious too.
What mask were we talking
Lamb. Wait, they're asking.
about? Oh, Lamb. Sorry, gotcha.
All right, go ahead. So,
All right. So, to explain Satoshi Tajiri is the main mind behind Pokemon and Game Freak.
right.
Satoshi Tajiri himself is the one who came up with Game Freak magazine in its original form, and then therefore went on to form the Game Freak video game company, development company of Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, being Pikachu, being the mascot of Pokemon, we decided to name our Pikachu Satoshi in honor of Satoshi Tajiri, who, yes,
Okay, that's
Satoshi's
what-
name has been used in quite a bit of other things for Pokemon. Specifically in Japan, the main character, we call him Ash Ketchum here, was called Satoshi in Japan.
Right. Okay. So
But-
it's right there.
You were right there dancing around it, but the core there being that
Is
the
Satoshi
developer of
Tajiri.
Pokemon and Game Freak specifically is Satoshi Tajiri, and we therefore, as our mascot Pikachu, as Pokemon's mascot, we therefore named our Pokemon mascot Pikachu Satoshi in his honor. And we did eventually, yes, evolve ours up to a Raichu just because it's more powerful, but it was still our Satoshi. So, all right, that's it. Last explanation.
Miss Me, I think you were okay with that, but I appreciate you censoring yourself if you felt the need to.
Just called the mask. I have one from when it was in Japan. Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I guess I missed what Miss Me said because it's
Miss Me was
close.
asking nothing to ask.
Oh, yeah, I mean, as long as you're not saying anything that's not family friendly, you're
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate maybe
fine. Culture, I have no problem with. I have
as long as we're respectful to other people's culture.
exactly.
We can I mean, let's be honest. No worries, miss. I've seen Demon Slayer, so know what you're talking about. You're good. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely have disagreements in the way we want to handle things, but as long as we're respectful.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their
Like-
own culture, and
Even different households have their own culture, because Grant and I
Yes.
have definitely had butting of heads over our household culture.
yes,
in a minor way, not in a major way, but.
well, just on things that we've settled on things about
Good
how we do
night,
things.
Lamb. Thank you for
Good night,
stopping
Lamb.
by.
See you tomorrow night, hopefully.
Yes. And I get to be here tomorrow night too. So excited.
But yes, I have no problem discussing other cultures and being respectful for their culture and our culture at the same time. In fact, Japanese culture is something I've studied up on quite a bit personally, not
Yeah.
as a major or anything, because I like a lot of their culture.
It's very interesting.
There are things that I won't practice for their culture because it's against what I believe, but I like knowing about it and what developed their world and what developed their family styles, their livelihoods, their day-to-days. And it's interesting to know those things. And I'm not saying that they have to change their ways, but I'm not changing my ways just because I know about it, because I know what I believe and what I choose to follow. But it's still interesting to learn about other people's cultures. Is that a fair way for me to say it? Did I say that? No.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good to acknowledge people come from different backgrounds and just
Yeah.
who we are comes from a long. I mean, there's a lot of factors that influence people to become who they are.
Absolutely. The computer
I
did
know.
the screen again.
It's fine.
Okay.
I was looking at all the announcements they've made. They had. I was watching some of those when you called me back, so I was making sure I missed any major thing.
Just people that wanted to hang out with you.
Oh,
That's the only thing you're missing.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad I got to see Miss Me and Liam and Diddley.
People wanted to hang out with you tonight, and you were gone. So
I
we need to
know.
get you back on at least
know.
mic. Maybe not.
I will say
on camera.
this. I think that my work schedule is going to adjust slightly next year. It won't be major, so I don't know that I'll get to hang out and stream more. But it's very possible I might be able to hang out in a minute or two at the start of stream because my schedule will be pushed back a smidge. So we're going to see how much, because I'm not for sure exactly how much yet. That hasn't been confirmed.
If nothing else, maybe at least a few minutes in chat with us.
Yeah.
As you're
It'll be a
settling?
little easier. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that'd be nice.
I'm very excited about that. We'll see. It may just end up being I have a couple minutes extra to sleep, which I might need with this. Grant can tell you, it got rough there at the end of the school year.
We take it where we get it at.
Yeah.
Rest is one of those things that you grab what you can.
Fingers crossed for the next 3D Mario. That's what Grant thinks too, that we're gonna have another 3D Mario.
We will discuss my bingo board tomorrow, but
I really
yes, that is something I have intents to throw on my bingo board.
I would love some Animal Crossing news, but I just know it's not gonna happen because you've got Tomodachi and Pokopia. I think it would be possible to see some Pokopia or Tomodachi news, like DLC or updates or stuff. I know Tomodachi Life has an update coming out, so I think we're gonna see that. I think the possibility for 3D Mario is there. They didn't do any DLC for Donkey Kong, so I think...
Yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah, they did the Emerald Isle.
I guess I didn't get the DLC then.
No, neither one of us bought the DLC.
I have yet to finish. There's so many games.
But it's there.
I'm still at the very beginning of Donkey Kong. I guess I got a little ways in.
I'm further along in Donkey Kong from the channel than Anna is technically.
Yes.
I think I've probably played more than she has so far.
Yes. Well, I'm bad about starting games at all. I just...
There's a few that I have like that I need to put some time into.
Well,
but
once we finish Split Fiction, we'll see where I go next. I really do need to finish Pokemon Violet.
My problem is right now I've got so many Pokédex things that I'm trying to finish up that's keeping me from being able to play, because some Pokédexes are... I'm working on finishing my Fire Red Leaf Green Pokédex, trying to get every Pokemon between the two of them I can, so that way I really strongly believe that we're going to get Ruby and Sapphire at some point, hopefully this year, but you know. So I think we're going to get those two to finish the Pokédex. So I want to get as much of the Fire Red and Leaf Green done as I can.
This is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon.
It is.
So it'll be very interesting for them to do all of this year.
Well,
They just did Fire Red. Like, they didn't do Fire Red and Leaf Green that long ago. I think it's
Pokemon Day. So February 27th it came out.
Right, I think it's too soon. I think if they do something, it's going to be later in the year. At least, if not next year. But they do have Wind and Waves, so...
Well, Wind and Waves is 27.
Animal Crossing will be in quite a while. Animal Crossing really feels like a console thing. It's probably the smallest of the big five. I actually am going to disagree with you there. I think it was. I think New Horizons changed the game on Animal Crossing as far as it's not the lowest of the big five anymore. I think the crowd that it draws in there's a sizable, like, and I think Pokopia and Tomodachi Life prove that crowd still exists. I'll give you a really good example. My mom is not a gamer at all. The only game she will play is Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, Diddley, you are correct. You cannot transfer to or from Gale of Darkness Pokemon XD on the NSO. Same with Stadium and Stadium 2. Sorry, go ahead.
There you go. I think Nintendo has had to switch their focus to be a little bit bigger on Animal Crossing. I think that's why we got so many updates, because there's a lot of people who bought consoles just to play that game, including my own mother. I got her a console for that game. We talked to her today, and she was like, hey, did you see they had a new update of this? Like, she plays it more than I do.
She had been off her Animal Crossing Island for probably a while.
Yes.
And then just recently jumped back in and seen the latest update, the one that we did not believe we were going to get, that we did get.
Right. And she almost got Tomodachi, and that's somebody would not consider themselves a gamer. Yeah, you're probably right, Dudley.
Yeah, putting Gale of Darkness and Coliseum and Stadium, all of them, onto NSO, it's not a mistake that they put them on NSO. It's a mistake that they didn't allow them to be compatible with everything else. Like the original games were transferable to where you could take things from the games, the mobile games like Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby and Sapphire, and transfer Pokemon into the console version, which would have been Coliseum or Gale of Darkness. That was where they hit the mistake. It's not being able to transfer in. The only way they could have possibly fixed that without going back and saying, okay, we can transfer, would be to have made them standalone, which Pokemon Company could have done. I don't know how many sales I would have got from those, because they were technically side games compared to the mainline games, but you know, Yeah, same with Mario Golf and Mario Tennis. You can't transfer anything into those. If they can make a way for all this NSO stuff to be interconnectable, would be amazing. But I don't think they're going to. I don't think the Pokemon Company or Nintendo care to try to make that work.
I'm gonna go back to Animal.
Sorry, yeah, go back to Animal.
Miss Me, I agree with you that
Pokemon ends.
Jinx. I'm gonna agree with you, Miss Me, that I don't think we're gonna get Animal Crossing tomorrow, but I don't think it's because it's the smallest of the big five. I think it's very possible we get a switch to Animal Crossing because it is a console seller. I think New Horizons proved that. And I think Pocopia's success has also proved that too, and Tamagotchi Life's success. But Tamagotchi can also be played on the Switch 1. Pocopia can only be played on the Switch 2. So it is a console seller.
Yes. Yeah. Hold on. Pocopia can be played on the Switch 2 story mode. Only on the Switch 2 through story mode can only be played on Switch 2.
Yeah.
You can do game share and play a limited amount on the Switch 1. Right. Or the full game on Switch 2 if it's shared.
And they did do a Switch 2 version of Animal Crossing, but I don't think it's enough to be a console seller.
Well, that was just updates, I think, for the frame rate and things like that. To fix the yeah.
But I think we could see a switch to Animal Crossing. I just think there hasn't been enough time for the dev, because that dev team also does Splatoon. So I don't think Splatoon 3 has been out for long enough to have given them time to do a whole new Animal Crossing, and I don't think they would want to put it too close to Pocopia or Tamagotchi Life. I think they've been sitting on Tamagotchi Life for a while. I think they underestimated Pocopia, and that's how they put them in the same launch window. But I think they've both had their place, you know, and you have people playing both. I think about the time Pocopia started waning down is when Tamagotchi launched, and people are still streaming Tamagotchi. People who don't...
Me included.
Wait, you're still watching it.
Oh, sorry, Pocopia. Sorry, I was thinking about Pocopia.
Sorry. But bye now.
Night, Niall. Appreciate you coming and hang out for a little while. Sorry, I'm still streaming Pocopia, not Tamagotchi. Sorry, wrong game.
But yeah, I mean, there's people still streaming Pocopia too, but there's still like a lot of bigger streamers that Great and I watch who are not like they were some. I know one was an Animal Crossing streamer, the other one was not, and they're both still playing Tamagotchi.
You think we're gonna get a Marvel's Rivals gameplay and release tomorrow?
That's a good take, Ant, actually. I think that's really good.
That's interesting to talk about. If you're here for the tomorrow morning's direct, remind us about that, Ant, and one of us may put that on our bingo, or Anna may throw it on hers now. I'll be doing my bingo in the morning.
I don't know if I have enough to do a whole bingo, but I'm definitely like...
I will come up with stuff
I might
in the
just
morning.
make a list of what I have, and we just see what percentage I get.
I'm gonna make a bingo board.
Okay.
I'll come up with enough stuff. I will
Can I have
fill it in
snap
with
in
random
space?
stuff. What, huh?
I'm putting snaps on there.
I mean, that's kind of a given, but
you know
I mean, I guess if you need filler, if you're gonna do the bingo board. So yeah, I guess so.
Marvel, you want to know what do you want?
What you got, Miss Me?
I know people are saying Pikmin might be a thing. Who develops Pikmin? What team?
I don't know. I'd have to go back and look into it.
That's
probably R&D 4 or R&D 3.
I mean, they did have the Pikmin in the movie.
Well, Pikmin's been a little bit everywhere here lately, just because they're trying to keep it from being a dead franchise. But I mean, then again, Pikmin 4 did come out last year?
Was it
a year or two ago? Pikmin 4 just came out not too long ago.
Did it do okay?
It did okay. For Pikmin, it did fine numbers. Yeah, it's not Mario numbers, but it did fine.
I want Deltarune Chapter 5. I don't think it's gonna happen in Nintendo Direct.
Not tomorrow.
That's an indie Direct.
Well, I'd see that more of a partner presents than a
Maybe.
Or an indie Direct, a partner presents, something like that.
But I could also see Toby Fox just being like dropping it just one random day because.
I mean, that's true. Toby Fox has been known to do crazy stuff like that.
I've been waiting for Concerned Ape's Haunted Chocolatier. Concerned Ape developed Stardew Valley. I'm waiting for that sequel. Also Stardew Valley 1.7, which apparently is also in development. But, you know. So
can we back up just a little back to the Animal Crossing thing?
Yes.
So one thing that I personally am gonna, he would. He would just drop it randomly. One thing that I would feel to keep in mind about Animal Crossing, personally, is the fact that, think about this, Animal Crossing hit the Switch 3 years into the Switch's lifetime.
Right.
Now, here's the thing that everybody keeps saying was perfect by Nintendo. Nintendo did not predict the pandemic. Nintendo did not just throw that game together in 2 months and say, here it is because of the pandemic. Animal Crossing New Horizons had to have been in development for probably close to 3 years, maybe more. So that was not something that Nintendo just happened to predict. It just happened to be that everything fell out just right for that game to be the game that it was during the time that it was.
I mean, literally.
Having said that, the Switch 2 has only been out 1 year so far. I really believe that if we're going to have an Animal Crossing, when we have an Animal Crossing for the Switch 2, it's probably going to be a couple of years into the lifetime of the Switch 2, so that Nintendo can capitalize more on quantity of Switches out there. Because right now they're only sitting at roughly about 20 million, a little under 20 million Switch 2s out there. They're going to want more capitalization than that. And then they're going to do their best to probably capitalize on the remember when, hey, let's do this again. Remember when everybody was connecting online and you had all these parties in Animal Crossing? They're going to try and capitalize on that to get people back around, because they already know they're going to more than likely lose a fair amount of Animal Crossing players, because of the fact that they're not on lockdown in a pandemic trying to communicate with anybody any way they can.
I'm gonna argue you differently on that, because I think Pocopi and Tomodachi Life, how insanely popular Tomodachi has been, and that game is quirky, which also Animal Crossing has lost some of its quirks over the years, but that game is still selling like hotcakes, and people are still wanting to watch it because the gameplay is so variable and the idea of storytelling. I think what Nintendo has to do, they couldn't have known the world was going to shut down. When Animal Crossing launched, there were multiplayer things, but it didn't have as many multiplayer features as what New Leaf came packaged with. Like in New Leaf, there were mini games that you could play. I think they need to capitalize on that side of it, and that quirkiness of when you play with other people or what you can do on your island. I think the player base is there and being sustained. I really do. And I think that's why they have...
Maybe.
They prove that because Tomodachi and Pokopia both launched really, really well. So you still have that life sim kind of players, out there.
Maybe.
I think that what they have right now will sustain them until the next Animal Crossing, which will probably be in a year or two they can use.
Maybe, but I look at it from a different standpoint, and what I mean by is, I look at it from like Chloe. Chloe and I were both super excited about Animal Crossing when it came out for the Switch. We both played it hard and heavy for the entire summer for sure, because I know she did, because she was staying with me for the summer, and her and I played hard Animal Crossing. Like every day, we were both checking on our islands. I think they've lost somebody like Chloe at this point. And maybe she'll surprise me, maybe she'll pick it up too, but I don't look for her to. Having said that, I think that Nintendo, and I know they won't, I wish they would, and I know you're going to agree with me when I say this, and a lot of old players will agree with me when I say this, they need to get back to Animal Crossing's roots. Animal Crossing, its first original iteration between the Nintendo 64 and worldwide release on the GameCube. I bet you didn't know that.
I did.
Oh, that's right. I think you and I have talked about that before. Okay. So for those of you who didn't know, Animal Crossing originally launched on the Nintendo 64 in Japan, was going to be a Nintendo 64 DD release for us, but naturally the DD did not make it outside of Japan. So therefore it became a... I just worked my way back around the beginning of where I was. I think I did.
Miss Me did not like Animal Crossing New Horizons. And that's fine. Like, there was definitely... I think that's kind of what Grant's getting at, too. There was some character and charm in that game that if you weren't a life sim player, that it used to have that it doesn't have anymore.
And that's what I'm getting at. The original GameCube worldwide release version had a lot of personality to it that's lost now. There were a lot of characters in that game that were for a lack of a better way of putting it, just rude to you. You had to win their friendship. Now you're friends with everybody you start out with in Animal Crossing. And I feel like that was part of the challenge and a part of the allure, is the fact that some of your animals and most of your neighbors didn't like you to begin with. You had to earn their friendship. You had to build up a love relationship with them to where they came around from being angry or like, why are you on my lawn? Why are you bothering me? To, hey neighbor, what's going on? To coming and actually trying to visit you.
Well, I think I have seen interviews where basically the Animal Crossing dev team, there was some new people that took over. I think kind of in the New Leaf era, I guess, New Leaf into New Horizons. They kind of clarified that Nintendo had actually received some parent complaints about grumpy characters
Being rude, yeah.
being rude and upsetting their children, and Nintendo kind of clarified they weren't ever going to go back to that again for that. And I get that, like, if you have, that's I think Nintendo's shift going from Animal Crossing was just for whoever wanted to play it versus we're marketing it towards children. And older people, like adults, want to play it too, but they're marketing it where you could give your kids this game. I think that's where they adjusted the anger, like the grumpiness, but it's a shift. It's a shift in the franchise. I think they could still have more personality in the animals without necessarily bringing the grumpiness back. They could be crabby or like mysteriously grumpy without being rude. I think that would be, like they can just be like rough, like they don't want to talk to you, like, you know. And then maybe it says, hey, maybe you have to soften this character up, like a little like side note or something where it's more of not directed at the player, but just more of you have to kind of get to know them. Like there's some options there they can play with. It's just a matter of if they will be willing to do that or not.
Maybe, but I also think about the time frame. That was 20 years ago. Those little kid players then are now like me, grown up, and want games that we...
I think the complaints happened during New Leaf.
Well, even then, that's still a good 10 years ago. And those kids have grown up quite a bit now.
Yes.
And can understand more of the complexity and depth of having an angry character.
But I will say this as somebody who works with a younger public population. I think the complaints would be even more now if they brought it back to the original. I don't think it would do well. I think they could still have some more mystery and less repetitive dialogue and things with characters.
Yeah, definitely.
That's, if they take their time and fix that, I think it will all be fine. I think if they don't, you're going to see the franchise decline again.
Yeah,
and I hate that.
There was
I
too
love
much repeat
Animal Crossing.
dialogue. There really was. I miss me. I don't think I have a repel. I looked. I didn't see one. Yeah, some of that dialogue, just too much of it was repetitive. Too much of it was used over. It didn't take you long to see the same thing from your Pokemon.
Your animals.
Your animals, your villagers, over and over again.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think we're going to see it tomorrow, though.
No.
That's okay.
No, I agree with the sentiment of I don't think we're going to see Animal Crossing tomorrow.
I think
it's probably another couple of years off.
28 or 29.
Maybe. I think it's going to be a little ways off with the idea of they're going to probably get a couple years into the Switch 2's lifetime before they're going to talk about another Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing 2 is a really interesting game of... It can actually be a little bit more power heavy on the Switch, like of what it uses. Which is crazy to think about, but there's a lot of things that are going on at the same time. So I think they're going to want to take some time to get used to the new hardware as far as what it can do and optimizing that. Because that was certainly, and that's what you see too with the difference between the Switch version and the Switch 2 version of Animal Crossing. They updated the ability of the game of like how many people you could have in multiplayer and things like that. And the actual, like, because people hack their Switches so you can see. You would think like a game like Animal Crossing, always you see it from the front. And some of that is Nintendo optimizing the game. If you hack that game, I don't recommend that. Nintendo, we don't recommend that at all. But we have seen like images of people looking at it, and the backside of all of the things in Animal Crossing are just not even in the game, period. which I think is A, you're reducing the amount of, space you take up in the cartridge. B, you're making your game easier to run. C, they maybe could not have done such an expansive game if they had rendered the whole 3D object,
We'll just hold it together for now, Int, because personally I believe they are going Pokemon Company is going to eventually release Ruby and Sapphire, because of the fact that the emulator that's playing Fire Red and Leaf Green, there's hints of Ruby and Sapphire being tested in it already. Plus, it's all in the same generation. And why would they leave us with a partial Pokedex? Because as of right now, you cannot complete a national dex in Fire Red and Leaf Green alone. You have to have Ruby, Sapphire, and potentially Emerald to complete that dex. So why would they leave us with a half dex? I don't believe they will.
But we don't think they're going to do that tomorrow.
No. I would not believe that the Pokemon Company would release that to Nintendo to be talked about. I think that they'll save that for another one of their in-house Pokemon Presents. And I would really like to see them do the same thing they did with Fire Red and Leaf Green and be like, hey, we're announcing this like a few days before. You guys start doing your pre-downloads and it'll be available, at the end of our Presents next week. That would be the ideal way of them doing it. But we'll see. But that Ruby and Sapphire will definitely be something announced by the Pokemon Company, not by Nintendo. Now, having said that, I can see Nintendo getting the ability to announce something on the NSO like Coliseum. Maybe not necessarily saying it's released tomorrow, but saying, hey, here's 3 or 6 month roadmap for NSO, and Coliseum being in that list. Isn't the direct like 15 minutes long? Yes. But we both have our ideas on, we think they're probably going to spend a fair amount of time on certain things that are going to eat up a little bit of the direct.
I think they're going to take like a good several minutes with Star Fox and show off the cool feature, and then say we're going to deep dive this in the Treehouse Live after.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I have a slightly different thought on that, a different franchise in mind, but I'll tell you guys about that tomorrow. We're not going to talk about that tonight because I don't want to spoil it. We're away from spoilers for tonight.
Okay.
But I think there's a different franchise that's going to have a heavier influence. Probably about 10 minutes worth of the direct tomorrow. I could be wrong.
It could be both, theoretically. 15 minutes, it could be both.
Theoretically, it could.
Because I think mine would be the opener, I think yours would be the closer.
I could see that being the case. I could.
Is that my bingo board screw? Grant and Hannah are both right?
You gonna put that on there? Grant and Hannah both being right?
If Grant and Hannah are both right, does that mean we get to go out and get cookies?
No, just a bingo square.
Oh, come on.
I plan on eating cookies at some point. I got Chips Ahoy, so.
I got chewy ones, I'm excited. I don't like the overly. It's weird because you like chewy cookies, but you like the crunchy Chips Ahoy.
I like chewy fresh cookies. My fresh cookies, straight out the oven, I like them to be.
Mine just says fruit base, but honestly, I might change it to the snap.
I'm probably just gonna put Nintendo Direct. Nintendo having a Direct.
Ooh.
It's a free space. So
is Miyamoto gonna appear in a Mario shirt, or is he gonna appear in a
Are you saying the difference between him having like Mario specifically on a shirt versus just saying Nintendo on the shirt?
Yes.
Okay. And if he shows up with one with Mario on it and it says Nintendo above him?
It's still Mario shirt.
Yeah.
Or
semantics.
I also think they could mention the Universal Studios part briefly.
I can see where you can come with that, but at the same time, I don't fully think that they're gonna dedicate tomorrow's time to the park. I think they're gonna save that for its own little direct.
If they're doing a whole 50 minutes, I think it's going to be a pretty epic direct. They haven't done a direct this long in a while.
Maybe.
You know,
well, they also haven't done an official direct since September, so everything else has been like an indie direct or a partner presents. Of course, we don't count Pokemon Presents. Those are from Pokemon, not Nintendo directly.
I'm really hoping for Luigi's Mansion 4.
Maybe.
I mean, like, what do we think our holiday 2026 is gonna be? I know you think spoilers probably gonna be one of them, right?
Me personally, yeah. Again, we'll talk about that more in detail tomorrow. If you're okay with hearing spoilers, and go back to the beginning of the stream. We talked about it. I'm not gonna rehash spoilers
Do you
right
think
now.
3D Mario is gonna be the other one?
I think 3D Mario has a real chance, yeah.
So do you think, like, I
think it's time. Like 20 minutes from Universal, I have yet to go to the Mario section.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Oh, and if you get a chance to go, take some pictures, throw them in the Discord.
Yes.
Keep yourself private, I understand that, but like some of the pictures of the scenery and some of the stuff they got going on down there, we'd love to see that.
Yeah, that's a bucket list.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
That's a bucket list thing for us. That's probably going to be
It
at
is.
least a couple years out for us, unfortunately.
It is. We will eventually go, but it's yeah, it's gonna be a bit.
We kind of got plans for the next calendar year,
Yeah,
which is fine.
life costs money, and we have some of our money dedicated to other places right now. Plain and simple.
Which we're not complaining about. We're saying,
By no means.
but it's good operating Universal.
Of course, if we wait, that means they'll give them more time to refine the park and maybe add some more to it.
Yeah.
Like, didn't they just not too long ago add the Donkey Kong stuff?
Yes.
So who knows what else they'll add by the time we get a chance to go.
Forget to download Discord. Aw, miss me.
Yeah, we get a chance, grab it and sign in.
City Walk is dead, so it's a tourist trap.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
Yeah, the Discord, by the way, miss me, just to throw it back out there. There should still be a link on the channel. If it doesn't work, y'all let me know. Yeah, you ready? About ready?
We're gonna be back here early in the morning.
Fair point.
Y'all are
Alright, let
gonna
me
see it
finish this
3
fight.
times in 24 hours. How's that feel?
Yeah,
In 26 hours, they will have seen 3 streams.
Technically, I suppose so, yeah.
And then we're done for the week. Sorry, friends.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
We have Pokemon to go see.
Excuse me, this week we do have Thursday off, so I have Thursday
I'll
off.
probably go for horror nights. Oh, you like horror? Aren't they? Have they
That's all
opened it
you.
up yet? And aren't they doing like a villains world? It's really, I think it's cool that Universal is doing a villains world because they have so many old school, like the original Hollywood, like black and white films with like the original Dracula and Frankenstein.
That's what I was just gonna ask about.
Yeah. But do they have that open yet? I don't know that we would go to that. This makes me want to go play Mr. 2. We can build our own. I'm trying to convince Grant to play Planet Coaster 2 with me and build a GGC world.
I told her she's welcome to build one for us. I just,
And I want to do it together.
well, I mean, you talking about me playing on mine and you playing on yours?
No, like we play online together. We
that
alternate
one
build
I do.
together.
Yeah,
You know?
I could see about doing that.
Long stream.
Yeah, we're going a little over tonight just because of the fact that we're sitting here talking
Yeah,
and chatting.
we're probably about to wind up.
Yeah, we're fixing to wrap it up. Probably fixing to run from this battle just to wrap it up. But I'm seeing where I'm at because I'm trying to find a good save point to be at. I want to see how close to the end of this. Yeah, I'm pretty
Are there
close.
any
aren't I?
third parties we think are
Okay.
going to show up tomorrow?
I have my submissions.
Like I think Spyro maybe, but I can't think of any other like third party that I'm like.
I have my suspicions.
There's one that
Well, I guess we'll
Microsoft
we'll
announced
see.
that I think will come. I don't know if it's coming to Switch or not, but I just don't think it would be. I don't think it would fit Nintendo's vibe for the Treehouse.
Oh, for the treehouse?
For the Direct, sorry.
Oh, for the direct. Oh, okay.
did you
Yeah,
say
that's
Fable?
different. Say again.
Fable. They had Fable 1, 2, and 3. Apparently, they're remaking the first Fable, but like it has. If you watch the trailer for that, be warned, it does have some cursing in there for sure. I just don't see Nintendo putting that trailer in there.
I don't see them doing it. Not in a first party direct.
I think they would even put an alternate trailer up without the cursing.
Yeah, I could see that happening, but I could see it happening more in a partner presents.
Well, right. If Microsoft's already featured that game, I can't imagine Microsoft would let Nintendo feature it too, or Nintendo would feature it. But otherwise, like I just don't know, and that's where I'm on the fence with Spyro too. Would they really feature Spyro after Microsoft did?
Yeah, I could see that because of the fact that Spyro's not owned by Microsoft. Fable, I feel like it's a little bit more brand tied to Xbox.
Yeah.
Whereas Spyro kind of hops around because of it being a third party development team,
and I could see,
and not being owned by any of the major companies either.
but like Crash and Spyro, I think did pretty well on the Switch, so I could see it. I actually own Spyro and I haven't played it yet.
Yes, but I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna see it tomorrow in the presents.
Right, that's
direct.
I think it could be a blip.
So much as a partner. Right.
It could be a blip tomorrow.
So you think it's probably gonna be one of those fast pitch sections?
Or like we see like 30 seconds of it. Like it happens like as a filler, but it's not like a whole like, hey, let's spend 5 minutes on this.
I would feel like it would fall more in one of those rapid fire sections to where they're like game after game after game after game and say, okay, let's move on to something else.
I think it's too big for that. I think there are gonna be people that are gonna be that excited for it that I think.
Maybe. I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
All right. Yep.
All right. We're wrapping it up for tonight. We're gonna call it a night. We're gonna get some rest. You guys get some rest. For those of you guys want to be here in the morning for the direct. We will be live streaming it here on the channel. We will be talking about it, and then of course tomorrow night we'll be playing Pokopia normal time. So don't worry about that. So as other games come into the Switch 2 on November, maybe.
What is it?
I haven't heard. Also, Godzilla game coming to Switch 2 on November, maybe.
That would be cool.
Maybe. If you're here in the morning, remind us, and I may consider putting that on my bingo board. Hannah's gonna have hers wrote before too long. I think she's pretty much wrapped up with hers. I'm gonna write mine in the morning. No, you're still kind of tweaking it.
I gave up on getting 25 things.
Oh, I will figure out 25 things, 24 things technically, because I'm gonna do a free space. All right, you guys get some rest. We're calling it a night. We're gonna get some rest. We'll see you guys in the morning and tomorrow night. Follow us in the Discord if you guys want to chat with us, because we are in and out of that pretty often. Otherwise, come hang out with us in the morning, and you guys get some rest. Anything else you want to throw out there?
Nope.
All right, we're calling it a night. Thank you all for being here. Love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And as always, be good and God bless.